I'm ready. I'm here. Yeah, once we
And
move,
we're live. Hello, my lovelies. This is the Spring into Reading-a-thon After Hours live show where we can talk books, we can talk read-a-thon, we can talk whatever, just hang out, kind of commiserate on the read-a-thon so far. Normally it comes a little later in the month, but I'll be on a cruise next weekend, so yeah. Darn.
Where this one?
Do I?
Where are you going on this one?
I don't know. Let me see. I know it's the Caribbean.
What?
That's all I know. I kind of lose track. Let's see. So this is one that I was actually supposed to be going on with my friend. But then last month she ended up getting sick and she got the flu. Oh, they still heard the people. She got the flu and ended up having to take all her vacation time. So she can't go on it. So Xander's going on this one with me. Let's see. I'm going to Costa Maya and Cozumel.
Oh.
Do what, Xander?
Hold the dog, please. I'm trying to run out the door.
Come here. Hixson.
I'd like to watch
That's
the
nice trying to-
playback. Don't get too carried away.
Let's see.
We're playing games tonight.
Yeah, let's not get too carried away this time. I probably won't be able to stay up for the whole live show, so I'd like to watch the playback. Oh, hold on,
try not
Xander's
to.
gonna-
I've been having a lot of computer problems today, so
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Does
excited.
anybody know about dogs and why my dog continues to lick the floor? Like she
Oh.
just walks around licking the floor.
I'm unmuted now.
like, but maybe it's the sodium.
I mean, I don't know. I guess
I got the grub.
Yay!
Here it is. Here's my noodles. I'm still letting mine cool. I can't eat it yet.
I ordered lots of sushi.
And I already told Mel this, but I have been having some serious acid reflux today. So I have ramen, but I'm not eating it at the moment.
Hello.
Well, we're going to see. I chose not to put the soy sauce packet on top of here because I don't love soy sauce anyway. And so
Yeah,
I was
I'm just gonna do
like,
without.
no, I'm fine with the chicken.
Okay, Kay says, first things first, be honest. What did you rate the group book? I gave it 3.5 stars.
I actually ended up giving it 4 stars. Especially, it was going to be 3.75, but after talking to the author, I was like, I enjoyed it more than most, I think.
I mean, I did enjoy, like, nothing, things don't get 4 stars for me unless it's something that I can really see myself rereading. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like blow my mind. I mean, like that ending was something. It was intense, but it wasn't like nothing like something spectacular and different from anything else or ripped at my heartstrings or things like that. So
I gave it 2.5 stars, but I think also my 2.5 stars was part of that is because it's not a genre that I like or want to read. And y'all were talking about in the live stream, like the moment in the bathroom with Paige, I guess is her name. I literally put the book down. My son was in the room with me and I said, let me tell you what this woman is about to do right now. Like I just told him the whole thing. I was like, I cannot believe this. He said, and you're going to keep reading it? I was like, yes, because it's the middle square on the bingo board. Like,
yeah, I was just like, what the heck? Like, I was shocked by that. I was like, she really went there. And then I thought she was totally going to try to take Cora's husband for herself at that point.
Yeah.
well, and the 2.5 is because of the way it ended up. Like I thought it got better at the end.
Yeah,
It would
for
have been
I
even
agree.
lower than 2.5 for me, but it's just not my book. Like I just don't like that kind of thriller.
Well, one thing for me is I'm not a fan at all of the cheating trope. So that was a thing for me. I hate that. I hate that trope. But I mean, I pick the group. I'm always going to finish the group book, always.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of the cheating trope. It annoys me.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's also the point. You know, you're not supposed to like that.
Like it. Yeah. Yeah. But if it's really triggering though, it's just like a trigger, right? So I mean, like just like other books people don't want to read because they're triggers. Like it's totally understandable if that's like it's not meant to be something you like in the book, but if it's really triggering, then you're not going to be able to enjoy the book for what it is anyways, because those look good. Those look really good.
They smell really good. My dog also licks the floor and everything. Yeah.
I don't understand. Now she's come up here. You can kind of see her head a little bit right there.
Hi.
Because she's like, oh, you have food? Maybe I won't lick the floor and you can let me have some food.
My dogs are just gonna wait, and then they're gonna start begging. I'm trying to open this sweet and sour or whatever, the little dipping.
Mango is behind me, and he
doesn't want to open. Oh, there's
My
a sticker
dog
head.
It's not feeling good today.
Aw.
Yeah, she ate grass and then it came up. So she's not begging for anything.
Yeah.
My throat still feels like I'm swallowing razor blades, so I made tomato soup. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's rough.
Good morning, Paige. That's not bad. Amanda's 2.5 stars was generous. Yeah, I knew right off the bat Amanda wasn't liking the book. She was telling us in the Discord. She's like, I'm only going to continue this because it's the group book.
I think that's also the reason why my average rating is between like a 3.75 and 4. Because if a book is going to be below a 3-star, I'll just DNF it. I'm like, nope, I don't need to waste my time reading this. So
yeah, I used to give all my DNFs 1 star, and then if I completely read the book but I really didn't like it, then it would get 2 stars. But I don't really, I'm not rating DNFs too much anymore unless I get like really far into it. Then I'll rate it.
I don't rate DNFs either, because a lot of times I DNF it because I'm not the target audience. Like, I'm not who this book is meant to be read by.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about, like, what if somebody who is meant for this book sees my review and they're like, oh, people are giving it 1 star. I'm not reading it. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just have a hard time. I need everybody to be happy and everybody to get along, and I don't want to stress anybody out.
Yeah. As far as a page from the book, yeah, I was like, this woman's unhinged.
I was like, that was the point where I was like, what the hell is she doing with this character? Because I was thinking that, Paige was all of a sudden, she was totally obsessed over this guy. But, I didn't know what happens later on, or at least I didn't know her motivation that we didn't know about. And so at first I'm like, oh my gosh, because this is one of her best friends, husbands.
Yes.
And I'm just like, okay. Yeah. So I couldn't get behind. So at first I was ready to hate, like, especially Paige. I was ready to hate Paige. And I was reading it thinking, what is this?
Yeah. I honestly, I don't understand why she did that. Like,
she had to get him to trust her.
But I mean,
I'm not saying that was necessarily the best way to do it.
I mean, if she pulled out like a camera or had her phone set up or something.
Paige's end game the whole time was trying to prove that he was the killer.
Like, it was. And so she was willing to do
all
anything.
She was worried about was
willing to do anything to prove that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. I found it dragged and I didn't know why. But I knew who killed the son very early on. Really?
I wondered, but I didn't know for sure.
I didn't have a clue.
I didn't have a clue either. I thought the ultimate person that did it, I thought it was the person connected to them the most.
Uh-huh.
That's who I thought had done it.
Same.
Look at your child back there.
I know. He's insane. It was also descriptive, and I'm like, oh God, no, right?
Yeah, it was pretty gross. And I think she intended it to be pretty gross, which, like, it definitely did give you that vibe, that, like, ugh vibe. Oh,
Yeah, major ick there.
yeah.
I struggle with books when most of the characters are just terrible, unlikable people. Yeah, I didn't like there was only one character I liked in the whole book. Well, I'll say two. I liked Grant; he was fine, but he wasn't like a main character.
I felt so sorry for Grant through half
Yeah.
the novel.
But the character I did like was Cora. She was the only character I liked.
Yeah, she did evolve as a character too a lot, which I thought was good. Like, she did become a lot more strong, and she stood up to Finn. Oh,
Yeah.
The out the car
Is
I
that
thought was
spoilery?
great.
But yeah.
Amanda, is it a new thing that your dog is licking the floor?
No. Sorry. I was eating.
Wasn't there something else she's doing recently that's new for her? Has to do with the window.
Oh.
What was
she
that?
doing?
I
don't know. The licking of the floor is an all the time thing. And it's where I am. So, like, when I'm sitting at my desk, she licks the floor all around my desk. But I tutor a boy at our dining room table. And when I'm sitting in there with him, she's licking the floor all around the dining room table. I'm like, what?
She's like, did you drop anything? I'm going to check just to make
eat in there
sure.
once a week. We are not dropping anything in there once a week.
Weird. Huh. Yeah.
I'm appalled.
I also haven't read a lot of thriller, and I just found myself enjoying the thriller aspect of this. And so I think also there was a certain level of enjoyment for me in just like, oh, this is something I don't read very often, you know. Definitely.
I was excited for having a thriller for SeasonAthon because this is the first thriller we've had. Though I mentioned to Amy earlier, I think off the live, that I probably wouldn't do another thriller in the future just because it really leaves very little that you can discuss without spoiling anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Kay says it could be due to boredom, anxiety, or a need for attention. I'm getting pawed constantly, right? They're like, give us they want the little pieces that I break off.
She gave up because she knows I'm not giving her any of this. So she's laying in the baby bed. What? She's laying in the dog bed now.
She's a baby.
You baby.
She is the baby. She's the youngest, even though she's 11. But
I thought Django was younger.
No, Django, he was born in 2011. So he's going to be 14.
He looks younger.
That's when Bella was born.
They both have super white muzzles.
He looks younger.
She's 2 years. They estimate that she's 2 years younger than him.
Interesting. Okay. I could have sworn he was a lot younger than her. Maybe not a lot, but younger than her.
Actually, I think Bella was like Christmas time of 2010. We got her Valentine's of 2011. She was itty bitty. She was the big. She could fit in your hand. It was cute. She's still cute. Even though she's old and cranky and one-eyed, she's still cute.
Oh, these babies, they just age so quickly. It freaks me out.
I know what you mean. My baby is about to be 19. It really freaks me out.
Oh, that's true. That is pretty wild.
So, I got greasy fingers now. I have these two books with me. I got these from Book Outlet a while back. I couldn't find them the last time we had one of these after-hour shows, but I thought they'd be fun. They're like, there's bookish games and stuff in there. Little quizzes. He'll be able to legally drink in Canada. He can legally drink pretty much anywhere except for here.
Yep.
So this one is The Book Lovers Quiz Book 2 by Gary Wigglesworth.
That's such a fun name.
I know, I love it.
You
Goofy.
think that's his real name? Maybe that's his pen name.
I wonder
100%.
if it says in the back
That's
of
not
the
his
book.
real name. That's not his real name. Or it's his real name. He's like, I got to figure out something I can do that I can get my name out there more.
More people
That's
need to
gotta
know
be-
about the Wiggleworths.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's anything. I think that's actually his name.
You're good looking it up.
I do. I think that's actually his name.
I've always been a Wigglesworth.
His Instagram. He's on Twitter and Instagram as at JP Wigglesworth.
Oh, wow.
All right. Anybody want to do a quiz?
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
see.
ready.
Let's see. Quiz
Fingers
number
crossed.
1. Round
Wait,
one.
can I Google real fast when I need to answer something?
No, that's cheating. What are you talking about?
Quiz number 1. Round 1. This and that. All the questions in this round are worth 1 point, except questions 4, 7, and 8, which are worth 2, and questions
Ooh, should I write
10,
this
which is
down?
worth 5.
Okay,
They can't do that. Say all of these are except this. I'm ready though. I'm ready to keep score.
All right. Number 1. The first question. Which of these first novels was published first? A. White Teeth by Zadie Smith. B. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Or C. The God of Small Things by Arundhati
Roy.
Roy.
I'm
Roy,
saying Donna Tartt.
That's what I'm saying too.
In
Okay.
case it's just wait, let me get paper.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Are we supposed to write it down?
If you want to,
Well, we're saying the same on this one. So,
y'all can
so is culinary crime. She agrees with us.
y'all can write down your answers. Y'all can, and then we'll figure up the scores and stuff.
Okay.
At the end. I don't have the answers here, so I got to figure out where the answers are.
Okay. So then you can write down your scores as well. Don't look at the answers yet.
What the heck? Okay, there are the answers. Way back on page 10.
Let me tell you real quick about J.P. Wigglesworth. He's a researcher with a PhD in philosophy from the Graduate Center in New York City.
Really? Dr. Wigglesworth.
Yeah.
This is
Dr.
GP
Wigglesworth.
This is GP Wigglesworth.
Jay. Did you say
No,
Jay?
this is Gary. No, it's Gary.
Wow. Never mind. That's his cousin.
This is Gary Wigglesworth.
Never mind. Gary said he could not be bothered to get a doctorate. No.
Well, he did write a book. He's got other priorities right now.
So I'm not going to try to answer because I've also got all my food here.
Okay.
I'll just be the quiz master.
Okay.
And then we'll go over the scores and all that. All right, number 2. Anagram. The anagram is always an author's name. So this is withholds 1 ace.
Okay.
Withholds?
Gary couldn't become a doctor, so he wrote a random book of facts.
Right. Hold on. I'm going to put
Withholds
this in
one
here.
ace?
Withholds 1 ace. Okay. And so
What's
that
the
is,
anagram again?
you
Withholds
mix them
1 ace.
up and it spells an author's name.
An author's name. Okay. This is going to take me a little while.
Yeah, I was going to say, I need a minute. I put it in the chat. So
Yeah,
that,
I'm going to put it on the like a banner.
oh, okay.
I just have to type it. And I got my food.
Well,
away.
it's not Dr. Seuss, in case anybody's wondering. Send me letters.
I also got a dog pawing me.
It's also not Wigglesworth.
1 ace. There we go. So
That is so hard. How are we going to figure that out?
I'll give you a minute. Oops. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I eat my last little thingamabobber here. I don't like the crunchy parts on the end, so I break those off, and that's what the dogs want.
We're going to have to get a hint of what does their name start with?
Yeah, there's so many possibilities.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me get back to where the answers are.
I mean, it's two fairly long names unless they're middle
Okay,
names.
so it's just a first and last name.
Okay.
So it's not like a 3-word name. First name, I don't even know this author. just throwing that out there. First name starts with a C. Last name starts with a W.
Oh.
All right, let me close this up. I'll give y'all more stuff later. Stop pawing me. I keep getting a paw to the boob. It does not feel pleasant. Wigglesworth. That's not it.
I know, that's what I looked at. I was like, nope, it won't be Wigglesworth. Okay, I have a guess at least. It doesn't use all the letters, and it's not an author. I just made it up. So,
all right, are y'all ready for number 3?
Yeah.
I'm sure I don't.
Let's see. We take the banner away here just in case. All right. Book quote. Can you name the book this quote comes from? Calm down. All right. Can you name the book this quote comes from? Just because we happen not to have actually seen something with our own 2 little winkles, we think it is not existing. Is that from A, The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, B, The BFG by Roald Dahl, or C, The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett, or D, The God of Delusion by Richard Dawkins?
I've read 3 of those 4 books, and I don't know the answer to.
Just because we happen to not have actually seen something with our own 2 little winkles, we think it is not existing.
I think
Okay.
it's B.
Okay.
But I don't know.
As far as the
He
anagram,
doesn't even
I
know
don't
the
know that
author,
author,
so I don't
couldn't
think
tell
she
you.
can tell us.
Oh, can we ask us a thing about the author?
Yeah, she asked what genre do they write, but Melanie doesn't even know who the author is.
I can look him up and
Oh, him.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask.
let me look the
Male,
author up.
Oh, Kay, if only it was because I remember the line of every book I've read. That is absolutely not true.
Let's see.
You know what the author is, or you know which book it is, Paige?
Paige knows.
Well,
Well,
this person
Paige knows Roald Dahl really well, so I'm thinking I'm going to be right with B. I think I'm right, Paige.
So I'll tell you that the anagram author
Yeah.
is a black man. He has 11 works of fiction and
I
nonfiction.
know who it is.
A 2-time winner of the Pulitzer Prize. Also won a National Book Award.
Colton Whitehead or Whitestead. What?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
A
Why are you
recipient of
just
MacArthur
saying
and
that?
Guggenheim
She got it
Fellowship.
right. She got it right then.
Colton.
It's
I have his book.
Whitehead.
It's over there.
It's Whitehead.
Whitehead.
I read it Underground Railroad.
Colton Whitehead. Yeah, I have. I'm like, I have.
So it's the one you haven't read. I know exactly what it is.
Which makes me think it's Roald Dahl.
You must remember Winkles.
Well, listen, Terry Pratchett could have also used the word winkles as well. Like Roald Dahl and Terry Pratchett both write nonsense. So it could have been.
Well, the reason I said that is because Paige knows a lot of Roald Dahl.
Well, I had already picked that before we had this discussion. So I agree, but we'll
Are y'all ready for number 4?
It could be colored. Yeah, totally. Yeah, sure.
Odd one out. Which of the following is not a Mick Herron book from his Slough House series? Have a bonus point if you know the author of the Red Herring.
Time on his hands. Because
Do what?
Wigglesworth has too much time on his hands. I hadn't heard half of the things he's talking about.
Okay, so which of the following is not a Mick Herron book from his Slough House series?
Okay.
Have a bonus point if you know the author of the Red Herring. Is it A, Slow Horses, B, Real Tigers, C, Dead Lions, or D, Black Dogs? They're all animals.
What was the name of the series?
Okay, I'm going to put
Otters?
I'm going to put it on the little banner thing. Sloughh.
Oh.
Like a slew.
Mm-hmm.
Show. That's the series.
Okay, then what are the names of them again?
Yeah.
A, slow horses, B, real tigers, C, dead lions, or D, black dogs.
Hmm.
I gotta let my dog out, but I wrote my answer down.
Dead tigers. What was that? B?
Real tigers is B.
Oh no. Dead lions then. I could be wrong. Of course I could be wrong. I'm most likely wrong, I should say.
I can tell you that I would totally fail this quiz because I don't know any of this stuff.
Lions is C, right?
I would totally be guessing for everything.
I'm guessing for that one for sure.
Are we
There's
ready
no-
for number 5?
Yes. Ow.
Which 19th century female author also published lurid romantic books known as sensation novels under the pen name A.M. Bernard? I'm going to change. Oh, not that.
I mean, I would have to know a 19th century author.
The 1800s. So like, it could be Edith Wharton, right? Is she early 1900s. It could be. It's not Jane Austen. It's not
I picked one.
Anne Radcliffe. Although Anne Radcliffe was a little.
Okay, knows that one. Yeah, Michael, we're playing games right now. It's trivia games about books, and we are failing.
We're not sprinting. We're just having our after hours live show. We're just hanging out. We're talking about books, talking about the readathon, playing some games, whatever.
Naughty stuff.
Kay says she knows this one.
A.M. Barnard.
Here, flip.
Dang it, I don't know. Women.
Pink
Oh.
woman.
Oh, what's the Little Women? What's her name?
Oh, it's my Alcott.
Okay, that's my guess then.
All right, are we ready for number 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fact or fiction? Which of the following is true about Joe Nesbo?
Okay, I know this.
You know Joe Nesbo. Yeah.
A. In the 1980s, Joe Nesbo was the host of Norway's version of the darts-based quiz show Bullseye, or Milt I Blinken, as it's known there. B. In the 1980s, Joe Nesbo was a highly rated footballer who played for Norwegian side Molde FK. Or C. In the 1980s, Joe Nesbo was the drummer of an Aha tribute band called Take On Them.
Comment. That's cute. I kind of like the first one.
I know Joe Nesbo is an author, and I read one of his books. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go with
I didn't
A. 'Cause
read
that
a
sounds fun.
biography about him. Dang.
You gotta prepare.
She was like, "I got this. I know Joe
I
Nesbo."
know. I was like, I know him, and then I was like, oh, never mind.
I don't know that. I'm gonna go with A.
Hey,
Because I like
just
that one.
picked one of them. I feel like I just picked one.
I think A sounds fun.
Let me hide this thing because I don't need it. All right. Are we ready for number 7?
Come here. This little girl thinks I'm about to give her some food. She's up here. I'm ready for number 7.
All right. That is the question. Complete this Shakespeare quotation. The number of words needed is in parentheses.
Okay.
Give yourself a bonus point if you know the play.
Get down.
Now is the winter, and it's 3 words that comes after that.
Okay.
Of discontent. What is that?
Of our discontent.
About discontent.
And bonus point if you know the play.
Okay,
why some of
read
them
it.
are-
Now is the winter.
Not a clue.
No, what did you say? What's
Me?
the quote?
Now is the winter, and then
Okay.
followed by 3 words.
Okay.
What
I
play?
have so many sauces. I don't even know what all these sauces are. This one says free.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it's a salad. You want a tomato?
All right.
Nope.
I have an answer for number 7.
King Richard.
It's not right, but it's an answer. So yeah, I guess it could be right. I have a limited number of plays that I could guess, so I may have gotten a bonus point.
It's true.
I just made up some words, so.
All right, number 8. Wait, hold on. Where is summer? Now is the winter. Where is summer?
Where is summer?
Right.
That's cute.
That's what I said today.
Oh no, it's the opening line.
Kay says it's the opening line of whatever the play it is, I guess.
Kay knows more than us.
All right, are we ready for number 8?
Yeah.
Rhyming books. I will give you the authors and the initials of the titles. Just tell me the names of the books that rhyme. A point for each.
Wait. Start over.
Yeah.
You're going to give us the authors?
So I'm going to give you the author and then the initials of the titles. And you have to say what the names of the books. Just tell the names of the books that rhyme.
Sure.
That rhyme?
I guess the title rhymes, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so there are 2 of them. The first one is Wilkie Collins, TWIW.
The Woman in White. Oh, sorry.
That doesn't rhyme.
But that's the book.
Does it rhyme with the next one?
I'm going to look at the answers so I can see what's
I'm like,
going
that's
on.
the book.
I mean, I'm stealing that from you because I don't know Wilkie or the Woman in White. So just going with what you said.
Just tell me the names of the books that rhyme.
Maybe since there's 2 of them, they're going to rhyme with each other.
That's what.
Okay.
I mean, I know that's Wilkie Collins' book, The Woman in White.
Does the second book title rhyme with the Woman in White?
Or is it a book that needs to rhyme with Woman in White?
I'm thinking it's a book that rhymes with that or something. I don't know, because I can tell you that the title for the first thing it's got does not have that initials.
Right. That's weird.
Okay, so the second one is Hilary Mantel, TMATL.
That one that she's famous for.
The
Nobody's getting that.
Mansion at the Lake.
No.
The Mama and the Lion.
No.
What is this sauce?
So Hilary Mantel does that one.
10 Men at the Library.
She's a historical writer, but she writes like
That's why I don't know her.
very closely to actual historical events, but she takes them and she turns them into her own.
We're going to give number 8 to Amy and just say
I don't think even Amy's getting this because I don't even understand. I don't know how
yeah, it has to rhyme. So the Woman in White rhymes with the Man at the Light.
So I will give you
What
the
are the
authors
initials for the
and
second
initials
one?
of the titles.
TMATL, the Man at the Light.
Just tell me the names of the books that rhyme.
Woman
Cases pass.
Hold
I feel you
on.
on this one, Kay.
Woman in White is the
market at.
And they thought I was 4 people because they gave me 4 sets of chopsticks.
Maybe because you said you ordered so much food.
They're like-
they were like, dang.
this looks like
I don't
The
know.
answers rhyme.
They do rhyme, but it's not the Woman in White, she said.
Yeah.
The first one's not.
And I don't
understand.
understand it because the answer doesn't rhyme with the Woman in White.
but the answer
it's
is
not-
the
I
Hilary
don't know.
Mantel. Is it the TMATL?
Mm-mm.
No.
This is why I'm
It
like,
is?
I don't think anybody's getting this one.
Okay,
It
this
isn't, right?
this
So-
game is rigged. Wigglesworth messed up.
I don't understand what it's asking us. Just guess.
Me either. That's why I'm like, I'm confused.
I feel like
The
that
two
man's a
answers
Willy
rhyme?
Wonka. Willy Wonka. Why? Bigglesworth. But Who's on Willy Wonka that sounds like Wigglesworth?
Now I want to look up. Can I look up that Hilary? I didn't guess. So can I look up that Hilary Mantel book?
Sure.
Yeah. I said
That's
yeah.
not the answer
so
anyways.
one of their books each rhyme each other. I'm guessing that's.
I'm thinking of Wolf Hall, but this is The Mirror and the Light, is what it's called.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking that one
That
of their
rhymes
books
with The Woman
rhymes
in
with
White.
another of the other person's books.
That's right. He couldn't get his doctorate because he was too busy trying to come up with nonsense for people.
Okay, wait. So what'd you say, Mel?
What Kay was saying is, I think one of their books each rhymes, like it's not that book, but it's another one of their books, maybe, and they rhyme with another one of the.
Is one of the answers The Mirror and the Light?
No.
Oh, so did Wilkie Collins? Okay, so Hilary Mantel did Wolf Hall. That's one she's most well known for.
I'm using the chopsticks for bookmarks.
How you spell Wilkie Collins?
Wilkie.
Yeah. Collins.
Okay, so we have the Moonstone. Does that rhyme with something?
Oh.
No Name and Armadale.
That looks good. No. Anything that rhymes with Wolf Hall?
Do sushi much because I don't like seafood.
Oh, I do.
I don't like raw sushi, like the raw fish, but look at that.
I do. I'll take all yours.
All right, do we want to go on to the next question?
Yeah, we
The
do, because
Law
this
and the
will blow my
Lady.
mind. I don't understand.
Basil?
Number
Yeah,
9.
I don't get that one. Okay.
Yeah, that one confuses me completely. Number 9. What year? In what year did these literary events take place? So it's all of these happened in the same year.
Okay.
So published this year. Louis Berner's Captain Corley's Mandolin, Jonathan Coe's What a Carve Up, Elizabeth Wurtzel's Prozac Nation, and John Berent's Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil.
Oh, I have that one.
I had that one too. James Kilman wins the Booker for How Late It Was, How Late. Derek Jarman, Dennis Potter, Charles Bukowski, and Ralph Ellison all pass away, and Heartstopper author Alice Oseman is born.
I wrote down a year.
I'm thinking
When was the
it has to be
trivia
the
book
90s.
published?
1995. Oh, Alice Oseman. She's like
It can't be 95.
young.
She'd be 15 years old.
She's
This
young.
book was
She's like
published in 2023, Kay.
she's young. She's like 25 years old or something like that. So
Oh,
what's 25 years ago?
culinary crime. That's exactly what I put until the Alice Oseman thing came out. 25 years ago was 00, Amy.
Oh, was it?
Because it's 2025.
That's right. I can't use my brain these days, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna say 98.
Okay, well, I put 99. That's the year I got married. That's what I'm putting. I got to let this dog out again. She's going to kill me today.
All right, we'll wait for you. I'll eat some sushi. Case is 86, but I'm wrong. Alice Oseman is younger than me.
Maybe it is 2000.
Okay,
No.
I'm ready.
No, I'm gonna go with 98. I don't know. Prozac was really big in the 90s, though.
I know. That's why I was like, Prozac. That should give me a hint somewhere.
Yeah.
Got my mouth full. I taste some wasabi, which is weird because it's on the other side of the plate.
Oh,
All right, number 10.
Oh.
A famous 5. Can you name 5 Mr. Men and or Little Misses with a 4-letter surname? There are 18 to choose from. 5 guesses only. 1 point for each one you know.
What?
wait, I'm sorry. A Mr. Man or a little what?
Can you name 5 Mr. Men and or Little Misses with a 4-letter surname? There are 18 to choose from. 5 guesses only. 1 point for each one you know.
Mr. Men or Little Misses?
And their last name is 4 letters.
Little Miss Tuppet sat on a Little Miss Puppet. Little Miss, what's her name?
Little Miss Muffet.
Muffet sat on a tuffet,
Muffet.
eating her curds and whey.
Yeah.
Like
more
Little Miss
than four
Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine. Right?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Mr. Man?
You know what? You could even give us that 4-letter surname, and we probably still
Paige
could.
knows. Tell us, Paige. Mr. Men and Little Miss.
Wow.
See,
Is it
Ash and I were
Nutbush?
just talking
It's
about Mr.
Nutbush,
and
isn't
Little
it?
Miss.
Oh, no, it's those little
Little Miss
books.
Nosy.
Those little, no, I'm thinking of, it's a book, isn't it?
Oh,
Little
it's
Miss Nosy.
Nosy?
Little Miss, they're like little kids' books, aren't they? Are characters in kids' books?
Apparently, there's 18 of them.
Mr. Tall. Yeah, they're part of a book series. Aren't they part of, like, this kid thing? Little Miss Busy.
Look at her. She's got Mr.
have no
Tall
clue.
and Nosy and Bump and Busy.
Mr. Bump.
I love
Okay.
how the
Hold on.
misters are described by their...
Pause for a second. I have to go back to number 8.
Uh-oh.
The rhyming
Oh,
ones.
no.
I was looking at the wrong answers. I was on the answers for another quiz. So, the woman in white, is
I
right.
got that one on my own.
And then whatever. So yeah,
Mirror and the
Mirror
Light.
and the
I
Light.
looked that one up, though.
that's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
right. I was on the wrong
Goodreads.
answers.
Goodreads told me that. So, Culinary Crime has a tattoo of one of these. Wigglesworth does too. I'm convinced.
And Paige, you're on the right. You're on the right path there.
I don't think I get any points for that because Paige is the one that came up with the answers. So
They're like these little circle people. They're like dots.
I want to look it up now.
I do too, but I don't know what to even look up. I tried Little Miss Busy and it said no. There's 92, but only 18 have 4-letter last names.
Mr. Men and Little Miss. That's exactly what I was wondering. If these were the things I was thinking about.
They look like little dots with
Yeah,
legs and faces.
these things.
Yeah.
I've seen these
Oh.
before.
I
But
have
I
a little
didn't remember
scatter
anything.
box, and my husband has a tattoo.
We
of it.
have this whole, we do have those at the library, but I never would have realized that's what we were talking about.
This is a collective 100% on the quiz.
Hey, she's right. Little Miss Sunshine is one of them, but
Yep.
not
This is a
the
collective,
4-letter
alright.
one.
So y'all need to get 5 of them. So
Hey,
you get 1
Jojo.
point for each.
What's up,
I'm
babe?
just going to take pages now.
Jojo, can you help me answer these questions? Because I don't know the answer. Come on.
All busy, bump, nosy, and mump.
Oh my gosh. This website has people dressed up like them.
Little Miss
What's
Cute.
that page?
That's terrifying. Mr. Bump is all wrapped up in gauze because he hurt himself.
Mr.
You got
Blue?
too many bumps.
Are there any color ones?
I think so.
Mr. Blue?
They became a new Royal Mail stamp set. 10 of them were made into stamps.
Oh, that's cool.
They're very cute.
All right.
Oh, there's Mr. Tickle. His arms
Mr.
are
Slow? Little Miss.
tiny.
Are y'all ready to continue?
Yeah, sorry. We're trying to think of
Yeah.
4-letter words.
Is Paige stopped talking?
Right.
So that was round 1.
Oh.
There's
Oh.
multiple rounds in a quiz, apparently.
Oh, dear.
Okay. We do have
Alright.
lazy
Tiny.
and cool.
Tiny counts.
Round 2, part A. Snuck in the middle of 2. I will give you 2 authors and a word that links their books. It ends one title and starts the other.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Okay, don't say it out loud. So it's going to be like the title of one book, and then the last word of that book is going to be the beginning of the next title.
So you'll get 2 authors, and I'll say a word, and the word is either the beginning of one of their books or the end of one of their books.
Okay.
So you name the 2 books, and you get a
Oh my
point for
gosh,
each.
Kate.
Oh,
I hope
goodness.
not. I hope the rounds do not get harder.
Tiny cat, Little Miss Neat. I have no idea. This is my first time actually looking at this book. I mean, I would kind of just flip the
Alright.
pages, but
Also, there's Mr. Rude, by the way.
Oh, is there really?
And Mr. Calm.
Oh, I like that. I like Mr. Calm.
So number 11.
Okay.
The word is cold. COLD.
Okay.
And the authors are John le Carre and Stella Gibbons.
Okay, don't say anything.
Of course, Rude is a man.
Mr. Busy is also a man.
If it were a woman, it'd be Karen.
Right. Hey, the good thing is that Mr. Chatterbox is a Mister.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm just making these up because I don't know.
Me too. Me too. I don't know those authors at all. I just made up.
I know John le Carre.
I don't know him.
His ends in cold. I can tell you that.
Well, I said
So Stella
Cold
Gibbons
Mountain
will begin with
cold.
You said Cold Mountain.
Yep, and
I
out
did
in the
too.
cold.
I said Cold Mountain, but I put Stone Cold.
I actually owned this John le Carre book.
So mine actually
Ooh.
says Stone Cold Mountain. That's the whole title of the book right there.
I believe. Do y'all want me to tell you what I think the title is without looking at the answers?
Sure. Well, yeah, of course.
I
already
believe
put
the
my
answer for the John le Carre book is The Man Who Came In from the Cold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
Well,
like
I
a
didn't know
World
we
War
were talking about
II
Western.
spy
I
or
would have
something
gotten
like
that.
that.
That's a book my daddy would make me read.
There's a Miss Chatterbox too. That's a tattoo I have.
That's cute.
Nice.
All right, number 12.
These would be cute tattoos.
Number 12. The word is death. DEATH.
Okay.
And the authors are Selena Godin and Audrey Kirchhoff.
I wish I knew.
No.
I don't know who either of those authors are. I did know the John le Carre one because I owned that book for a long time. It was one of those must-read in your lifetime books.
It should have been J.D. Robb. Every one of her books ends in death.
That's true. I said Death Becomes Her. I know that's a movie, but maybe there's a book. Is it an adaptation?
I said Death Mountain because I found a theme and I'm sticking with it.
And then I said Mrs. Death, Mrs. Death.
Oh, I said Cold Death because again, I found a theme and I was.
So
Now I
you have to
Cold
remember.
Death Mountain. Thank you. Where are Emily Henry and Abby Jimenez? Thank you. I would get those as well. That's what I'm saying.
You have to remember, death is going to be the first word in one of theirs
Yep, I got Death
titles and the
Mountain.
last word in the other.
Yeah,
And
I did that.
Cold Death.
Death
Yep.
Becomes Her is the first. Mrs. Death is the last word.
All right, number 13. The word is time. TIME.
Okay.
And the authors are Zadie Smith and Ross Welford.
Okay, I've heard of her though.
I've heard of
No, I don't
Zadie
know
Smith.
about
What have I?
Shouldn't it be teeth? Like I can make a teeth book
Yeah,
for her.
I could do too.
The sushi is so good.
Time. Oh, how come time's not working for my brain?
Okay, well I said mountain time because again, I'm just gonna
I put the end of time and
I put
timetable.
time of our lives for the second.
Okay, number 14. The word is love. LOVE.
Mountain.
And the authors are Anise Nin and Gabrielle Garcia Marquez.
Okay, wait, and
From
what's
Gabriel
the? I'm gonna
Garcia's.
know this. Love. Okay.
Love in the Time of Cholera. That's that one.
Is it Love
Yeah.
Mountain?
No, the Gabriel
I wanna
Garcia
put
one is Love in the Time
Mountain
of Cholera.
Love Mountain.
That one I actually know.
I can't. Yeah, I was gonna say I know it.
What's the other author's name? Doesn't matter. I don't know.
So Anise Nin.
Yeah.
ANAI with those two little dots above it. S
Mhm.
N-N-I-N.
Love. Okay. We got Love in the. I actually know one. That feels good. Ooh, feels good. I don't know the other one.
I mean, we're on number 14, and I've only known part of one of them.
I
Right.
put Endless Love for the other one.
I put Mountain Love. I had to.
I don't want to know what that is.
Well, you do
I think it's
get
called Brokeback.
You do get 1 point for each one. So even if you only get one of the titles, you get a point for that.
Oh, there you go, Amy.
You get
I
2
saw
points
that
if you know both
you
of the
said it out
titles.
loud. Thank you.
I'm supposed to read the second one this year and still can't remember the name.
Remember the name.
Love in the Time of Cholera.
All right. Number 15. The word is life. Life. And the authors are Hanya Yanagihara.
Oh, that's a little life. Something little life.
A simple life.
No,
it's
it's
a little life.
a little life. That's it. A little life.
And
No,
Kate
that's a horrible
Atkinson.
book. I don't want to read that. Oh, Life After Life.
Life After Life. We know both of those.
Yay! Look at y'all.
Bought Life After Life for Jordan for Christmas or Advent calendar.
Fine. I'm going to have to say Mountain Life, though, and just get that wrong because I can't let go of it.
You got to keep going with your.
I have to call it Mountain Life. Okay.
All right. Round 2, part B.
I put It's a Little Mountain Life. That's what I put. The mountain is silent. In the thing.
The mountain is silent.
What I do?
All right. Round 2, part B. Two of a kind.
Uh-oh.
I will describe an author and a book that share the same initials. Name both, a point for each.
Oh, wait.
But
Wait,
the
say that
author is
again.
not the author of the book that rhymes. I mean, that has their initials.
Says if you know one, that should help with the other.
Say it again. I'm sorry. My brain
Okay,
needs
so I will
twice.
describe an author and a book that share the same initials.
Oh,
Okay.
Name both, a point for each.
okay.
Okay. It's
Oh,
on
it wasn't the man who came in
9.
from the cold. It was a spy who came in from the cold. Anyway.
Oh.
All right, so author. An English author born in India in 1903. I want his pen name, but his given name was Eric Arthur Blair. So you have to give his pen name. His first published book was Down and Out in Paris and London.
Oh, that's George Orwell.
His other books include Keep the Aspidra Flying and The Road to Wigan Pier.
Yeah,
He
Wigan
died in
Pier.
1950, 7 months after his most famous book was published. Okay, so you know the author. The book.
Uh-oh.
The book that shares his initials is the 1990 book by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett that
I know.
concerns the
Good
coming of
Omens.
the end of times and an angel and a demon's attempts to prevent that. It was televised in 2019.
Good Omens. Amy, I love when you just shout out the answers like that.
Sorry.
Melanie has been on Twitch since 9 o'clock this morning reading A Little Life.
Yeah, I saw that. She said she's going to stay live until she finishes it.
You know what's so sad? I was doing some para work in a Promise K class on the other day, one day this week, and the teacher asked a question to all the kids, and I yelled out the answer really fast. I'm so sorry, Leah. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I do trivia, so I'm like, answer. Sorry, y'all.
All right.
The only part I knew was Good Omens, and I probably could have then gone back and guessed a G.O. author, but I would not have gotten George Orwell. But you said it so quickly and so like matter of fact. I was like, dang, that's right. Okay, let me write that down.
You just got too excited.
I really liked that book a lot. So,
all right, number 17, the author. This poet and author was born in Nigeria in 1959. He's probably best known for his 1991 novel, The Famished Road, that won the Booker Prize. His other novels include The Freedom Artist and The Last Gift of the Master Artists.
Freedom Road. I know this. Okay, tell us. Let's do the book, and then maybe I can go back and figure out who he is.
All right, the book. The novel that shares his initials is the debut novel by Harriet Tice from 2019, a psychological thriller. The plot revolves around Allison, a criminal barrister with a drink problem who is having an affair. At the beginning of the book, she's given her first murder case.
Y'all know I didn't read that. You know I didn't read that. Nope.
A little
That's
life.
right. That's why I don't want to read it. Like,
I have no clue on this one.
I know. Like, I know the Freedom ride. I feel like
What?
was that the group
On a
book?
Quiet Street.
I know you didn't think it was it. No, that's not it. You know what? Though, read it again. It is about somebody dying and somebody else having an affair.
So the book, the novel that shares his initials. So you know it's going to be like a 2, maybe 3 word title. Is the debut novel by Harriet Tice from 2019. A psychological thriller. The plot revolves around Allison, a criminal barrister with a drink problem who is having an affair. At the beginning of the book, she's given her first murder case.
All right. Well, I just Googled it and looked it up.
The TV show. Like
so the book is called Blood Orange. So what do we know about B.O. for the guys?
I mean, they stink.
Right. No. He's a poet from Nigeria, and he wrote the Freedom.
I know women. I know Nigerian female authors. I don't know any Nigerian male authors, I guess. I don't know.
Ben Okri.
Ben Oakley?
Okri. O-K-R-I.
O-K-R-I. Okay, that's who it is.
All right.
I mean, that's the first Nigerian poet that popped up whose initials are B.O.
Paige, Barry, Bob, Brent.
We have a game on one of my Discords that it's a robot quiz game. And it gives you hints when you take too long to answer, it starts giving you hints. And the last hint it always does is the answer in Pig Latin. And I love it so much because then it's just a race of who can type it the fastest because we all figure out what it says. But anyway, so I'm wanting somebody to throw some Pig Latin out here so I can type.
All right. Number 18.
Okay.
The author. An American poet born in 1830, not well known in her lifetime, but now considered one of the most important figures in American poetry. Her poems include Hope is the Thing with Feathers, Because I Could Not Stop for Death.
It is.
And Success is Counted Sweetest.
You can stop. It's Emily Dickinson.
The book.
Yeah.
The book that shares her initials is the 2020 novel by Alex Pavesi, P-A-V-E-S-I, Pavesi. In it, an editor tracks down a reclusive author whose early work is about to be republished. The work contains an author's set number of rules that he insists all murder mysteries abide by, but
I read
all
this.
may not be as it seems.
What was it called?
I read that. Well, I don't know.
If the first one is, if the author's Emily Dickinson, the book is going to be E.D.
Yeah, but I remember that because there's a book in a book, and that was one of the complaints that people don't like books in books.
I love that.
I like that too. What is it again? Can you read that again? Oh, wait, not right this second.
Yeah, whenever you swallow that food in your mouth.
Catch me with my cheeks.
2020 novel.
Okay. 2020 novel by Alex Pavesi.
Mm-hmm.
In it, an editor tracks down a reclusive author whose early work is about to be republished. The work contains the author's set number of rules that he insists all murder mysteries abide by.
Oh my gosh.
But all may not be as it seems.
Okay, first of all, it has "the" at the front of it.
The end.
No, because it has a certain number, and there are 8 of them.
I don't know this one.
There's not "the" at the beginning.
No. It's not 8th Detective?
It is.
Oh.
8 detectives.
Okay. Well, the novel is called The Eighth Detective. Oh, no. Apparently, he has 2 different titles.
Oh.
He has
okay.
8 detectives and he has The Eighth Detective. Are those 2 different books?
I'm guessing.
Mm.
Pages
Well, it
different
says they
publications.
both came out in 2020.
All right. Number
It was really
19.
good. I own it. I cannot believe I own it, and I still had to Google it to get the answer.
All right, here's the author. A German author born in 1944, best known for his 1995 novel, The Reader, that was adapted into a 2008 film starring Kate Winslet. The Reader was the first German novel to reach the top of the New York Times bestseller list. UK versus
Oh, yeah.
America.
Different
Oh, yeah.
publications.
Different publications, yeah. I have no clue. I like Kate Winslet, though.
I have never seen a Kate Winslet movie called The Reader.
No,
Nor do I know a German author written the born
Well, it
in
says
1944.
The Reader was adapted into a film. It didn't say the title of the film is called The Reader. I don't know if...
Look, Kay said she knows the reader, but not the author.
Okay, I can tell you what the book is, and maybe that can help you figure out the author.
Okay. That's
All right,
it's helped so far, so let's try.
Okay, so the book. The novel that shares his initials is the 2020 Booker Prize shortlisted debut novel by Avni Doshi. It was first published in 2019 in India with the title Girl in White Cotton. The book centers on Antara's difficult relationship with her ailing mother. Well, he wrote the book in 1995. I mean, I was a teenager then.
Yeah, but he was born in 1944, so he was 50 something.
Yeah.
Well, Wigglesworth was trying to make sure we had a wide.
Paige says his first name is similar to last mine.
Name. I think she means name.
Listen, Paige has been in the nut bush again. She can't.
It's a reverse Lolita, I think.
Lolita thing.
She gets it on with very young man.
Oh, The Reader.
Oh,
The Reader?
Oh, I might have to. So I know what the book is because I Googled it, but I don't know about the author of The Reader.
I don't know either.
Avni's book, I think, is called Burnt Sugar.
Oh, I saw that book. I've seen that book. Like I can picture the cover of it.
So you're looking for somebody with the initials BS.
I mean, we're back to Bob, Brent, and Barry.
His first name is similar to last name.
So I repeat about the book.
Like a German name because I'm fresh out. If that's it, I do know
Bushush.
Bushush. What? Yeah, Bernard. Yeah,
Bernard Schmard.
Kate asked me to repeat about the book. The novel that shares his initials is the 2020 Booker Prize shortlisted debut novel by Avni Doshi. It was first published in 2019 in India with the title Girl in White Cotton. The book centers on Antara's difficult relationship with her ailing mother. Okay, that's Burnt Sugar, right? Paige's last name, Bernard.
Come up with the man's name. His name is Bernard.
No, that's Paige's last name. I didn't realize that.
I mean,
that she meant it was her last name.
His first name is similar to my last name.
His first name is
his name is Bernard.
His first name is Bernard.
Simpson.
Bernard.
No, he's German. Bernard. I know 2.
I'm highly entertained by this. I don't know about y'all. I'm having a great time.
Schrodinger.
Schrodinger.
Bernard Schrodinger.
We're so good at this.
His cat's name is Barry.
Let's put it that way.
All right, number 20.
Oh, this is hard.
Well, I wrote down nothing. I'm gonna write Bernard S.
I was so confident with George Orwell.
My sick brain can't handle this. You're doing great, Kay.
I was gonna say you have helped so much.
Okay. Author. An English author born in 1966, successful from the off, his debut novel, Starter for 10, was made into a film in 2006 starring James McAvee. His later novels include the hugely popular One Day and Us.
Oh, I think I read One Day.
James McAvee is
Good
so
Lord.
hot. He's like one of my celebrity crushes. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, well, what movie was
Hard.
seen?
Bernard Schmard.
All right, do we want to hear the book?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Tell me again about the One Day guy.
Okay, so the author. An English author born in 1966. Successful from the off, his debut novel, Starter for 10, was made into a film in 2006 starring James McAvee.
Okay,
His
you
later
can-
novels
Paige is
include
right,
the
right
hugely
there.
popular One Day and Us.
Paige is right about the One Day. I read it last year.
David Nichols. I've never even heard of that.
I mean, it was not the right book for me.
Okay, and the book that shares his initials is a James Bond novel by Ian Fleming.
Ian Fleming. Yeah.
Although the sixth Bond book to be published, it was the first to hit the big screen, starring Sean Connery. In the book, Bond travels to Jamaica where he meets Honey Chili Rider before being captured, escaping, and killing the titular villain.
Is it Dreadnought? I'm just guessing.
It's not. If you start, I mean, I have watched every Sean Connery 007 because my parents were obsessed. Why can I not think of this? Dr. No. Dr. No. It's Dr. No.
Dr. No, I'll take it.
Look at that. Culinary Crime wrote it at the same time I said it.
I gotta look at this David Nichols that is controversial.
Ash said Dr. No. There you go. I was like, what? It has to be short. I was thinking, yeah. I mean, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
My
questions
mother
are
was obsessed with Sean Connery. We watched so many.
There's
I
40
mean, are we
questions.
doing the whole book or what?
Whoa.
There's 40 questions in this first quiz.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, one quiz might be the limit that we can do. tonight.
Right. We're
Wow.
on.
Culinary Crime can solve all of these by the tattoos that she and her husband have.
Let's put it down the other end of the house to ask. Okay. Round 3. Part A. Blankety books. Find the missing word for a point. There is always a theme, and this quiz, the theme is days of the week.
Well,
Okay.
we have 7 chances. I'm ready.
So number 21, Mothering Blank by Graham Swift.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Or Mothering
Not a
Monday.
Child's
Could be
name?
Yeah, Wednesday's a name. Let's go with it. Why not? I don't know.
All right. 22, Blue Blank by Nikki Finch.
Monday.
I know the days of the week.
Me too. I feel like this is the easiest one I've ever done. Blue Monday.
That's what I said too.
You want
Sunday,
to
'cause
do
it's
Blue
hot
Sunday?
day.
I don't even.
No, I said
that doesn't
Monday.
even. No, I'm putting Monday. Yeah.
All right. Number 23, Blanks with Maury by Mitch Albom.
Tuesdays.
Oh, Tuesdays. That one I know. Except I spelled Tuesday wrong because I can't ever figure out if it's a UE or EU.
UE.
I know. After I wrote it, I was like, oh no, that looks bad.
Number 24, The Man Who Was Blank by G.K. Chesterton.
The man who was
Yeah.
Sunday?
Sunday.
I think that sounds good.
The man who was, I know G.K. Chesterton. He was the adventurer in the Goonies. Oh no, that was Chester Copperpot or something.
Oh, this next one's easy. Number 25, Blank Night Lights by H.
Friday Night
Friday.
Lights.
Bissinger.
Friday. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday and Sunday. So Saturday and Thursday is all we have left.
We're on to the next part. Round 3,
Oh.
Part B. 1-star review. I will give you part of an online 1-star review. Just choose the correct book they are describing for a point.
Oh,
These excerpts are as written. They are uncorrected.
Oh gosh. He needed to point that out because somebody spelled something wrong or they used the wrong word.
Probably.
And he's like, listen, that was not
All right, number 26. Here is the 1-star review. Page upon page about a whining man baby who needs to grow up and take responsibility for his life. Is that 1-star review of A, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, B, Billy Liar by Keith Waterhouse, or C, Spare by Prince Henry?
I was thinking Picture of Dorian Gray. But
I was thinking that it was Wheel of Time because that's how I feel about Rand right now on Wheel of Time. Okay.
This one gives you, it's multiple choice, so you don't have to just like.
I know, make up our
At first, I thought it was going to be you're going to have to make up your own, but yeah, it's multiple choice, which makes it easier.
All right. I'm just going to randomly guess. I don't know. I said B.
All right. Number 27. Here is the 1-star review. About a boy who gets into crime and blames others when he gets caught. Said a bloke with a dog made him do it. Is that a 1-star review of A, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon, B, Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, or C, The Wasp Factory by Ian Banks?
I'm thinking either A or B.
I've never read any of those books. But
I
I
read
like
all
that he
of the
references the
yeah.
dogs, and there's a dog in the first one. So I'm going with A.
There's a dog in Oliver Twist too, isn't there? It's been a
Oh, I
long
don't know.
time since I read
haven't
that.
read-
Kay says she doesn't think it's A.
I'm just
All
gonna
right.
go Oliver Twist.
Number 28.
Okay.
Here is the 1-star review. In the end, all I can say to truly show how I feel about this novel is that this book bored me. 177 pages of art that is quite useless. Is that a 1-star review of A, The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt,
It's
B,
177 pages.
B, The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, or C, The Girl with a Pearl Earring by Tracy Chevalier? I think
going
it's
with Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
B.
think it's Dorian Gray too.
Yeah, not looking at the answers, I'm guessing it's Dorian Gray. I read a picture of Dorian Gray and I'm like, meh. Okay. Number 29. Here is the 1-star review. The hero is sociopathic, schizoid sex maniac with very little depth to his character, who is impossible to take to. The lead love female character is a sad individual completely controlled by this maniac, who frankly in this day and age is an insult to women everywhere.
50 Shades of Grey.
Is that a 1-star review of A, The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Neffenegger, B, Normal People by Sally Rooney, or C, 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James?
You knew it.
I've never read it.
My mom has.
Only because my friend was like, listen, you read books that are way worse than that. Don't read it for the like smut factor. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm good.
Culinary Crime. You need the title of that particular book? Or
Yeah. She's like, I need this one. Yeah, Paige knew it was going to be in here somewhere.
or of this. This is the Book Lovers Quiz Book 2 and more quizzes for book whizzes. I called it before we went into the round.
Maybe his first book is about
Basically.
American stuff. And then this book is about everywhere because it's number 2. He ran out of things.
All right, number 30. Here is the 1-star review. I decided to read it because I heard it was banned in a lot of American schools. But to be honest, you're not missing anything. The whole thing sounds like it's written by Mr. Burns from The Simpsons if he was trying to sound young and cool. Is that a 1-star review of A, The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, B, A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess, Or C, The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger?
I'm thinking A based on that description. Young and Cool. That's a newer. And it's about teenagers.
I will say that all of those are on our banned book list at the library. So
And they would all
He says C.
see.
I would have guessed C, but I don't have a clue. I would just be
I
guessing.
haven't read Catcher in the Rye, so it's hard for me to.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I read it.
Culinary
but
Crime also says C.
Okay,
I
maybe I'm wrong
thought,
then.
I mean, he is a college student. He did kind of get on my nerves sometimes. So
All right, round 4, part A. Literature links and lists.
Okay.
Solve these novel conundrums for a point each.
Okay.
Number 31. What drink is hot for Deborah Levy, rainbow for Paul Mendez, and black for Alif Shafak?
oh, okay. What drink? Do it again.
What drink is hot for Deborah Levy, rainbow for Paul Mendez, and black for Alif Shafak?
Okay.
Not coffee?
Well, it's like the name of a book. So black something, rainbow something, and
What Elif Shafak, right? I mean, aside from Island of Missing Trees and that minutes or seconds one.
all I could think was black cake. Black milk? That sounds awful.
But it says drink, right?
Yeah.
What drink?
Black milk? Rainbow milk?
Rainbow tea.
There is a rainbow milk book. What's the first one?
Hot for Deborah Levy,
Hot
rainbow
milk.
for Paul Mendez, and black for Alif Shafak.
I don't know any of those. I just put tea because I stole somebody's answer.
All right,
And
number
there's still milk.
32. Which Jacqueline Wilson character appears in Sapphire Battersea, Emerald Star, Diamond, and Little Stars?
I don't know any of those. No, I'm out. Somebody's got to tell me the answer.
Can you
Pick
say
up
that
a
one
random
again? Sorry.
Which Jacqueline Wilson character appears in Sapphire Battersea, Emerald Star, Diamond, and Little Stars?
Not a clue.
Gosh, I have a whole nother roll, and this one that I didn't eat most of. Hey, Xander. Have some delicious sushi.
Teresa?
I have a whole nother roll here.
We're going to put Lizzie Zipmouth. Okay.
Wiggle,
I thought that was
Lisa
multiple
Wigglesworth.
choice. It's not multiple choice?
It's not multiple choice. No.
Yeah, no, that one's not multiple choice.
Oh.
All right.
I'll go with Lizzie too.
Yeah, Lizzie Zipmouth.
All right. Number 33. Put these 3 books in publication order from the earliest to the latest for a point. The Outsider by Stephen King. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. And The Outsider by Albert Camus. That's funny.
You said earliest to the latest?
Yeah.
Camus, then The Outsiders, and then Stephen King.
That's what I'm
Albert
putting.
Camus.
It is Camus, but
Yeah, Camus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was like, yeah.
he's a philosopher. That's why I put him first.
Yeah, that's why I put him too.
And then I'm saying Hinton and then Outsider. I know the Stephen King's Outsider just came out like 4 years ago.
All right. Number
it's
34. You got my dog's attention. All right. Which 1851 novel connects DJ Richard Melville Hall, author Ray Bradbury, and the coffee chain Starbucks?
Which what year novel?
Which 1851 novel connects DJ Richard Melville Hall, author Ray Bradbury, and the coffee chain Starbucks?
What?
So I guess it's 3 people, or there's a
No.
like what
That's
novel
two.
connects these 3, or like not 3
This is
people, but-
Starbucks, Ray
What novel
Bradbury.
connects
and
Starbucks
DJ
and Ray
Richard
Bradbury?
Melville Hall.
So Ray Bradbury books. Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Fahrenheit
Um,
451.
Fahrenheit 41. Oh. No. The Halloween tree. I don't know.
Okay, what are we going to say about Starbucks then?
Fahrenheit is a degree of the temperature they have to keep the.
Yeah, I'm like, how are we connecting an 18-something novel with coffee? Is there 451 spices in Starbucks coffee?
No, but there actually, there is a book that connects all these things. I was just looking at the answer, and it's interesting.
Okay.
Who's say who the book is from by?
It doesn't say who's.
I can't say
Okay.
because it would give too much away. Well, no, it has to do with Starbucks. There is a connection. I'll tell you, it's not Fahrenheit 451.
Sirens because of the Starbucks has the not siren. Well, is it sirens or they have the mermaids are there?
They have the siren. Yeah,
it's a siren, right?
Yeah.
So what is the book then?
Ray Bradbury has something to do with sirens?
Maybe.
Something wicked.
There is a connection.
The music in the music.
I think this is going to be a really hard one for anybody to guess.
Okay, well, good.
But there is a connection, and it's kind of a neat connection, but it's a hard one.
All right. Well, I'm ready for number 35.
All right, number 35. What first name is shared by crime writers Robinson, May, Lovesey, and James?
Henry? Say it again?
Henry James is not a crime writer.
Oh, is it all? They're all crime writers?
Yeah. It says, what first name is shared by crime writers Robinson, May, Lovesey, and James?
I mean, you would think with the number of last names that I have to look at when I shelve books all the time that I would know.
Kay, are you asking about the thing that connected the three or the one that I just now read?
All right, I just made up a name for.
If you're asking about the one I just now read, it's what first name is shared by crime writers Robinson, May, Lovesey, and James. And if this is about the question before the three thing, like what book connects those three, it is not a short story.
Culinary crime. That's exactly what I wrote down on my paper.
All right, are we ready for the next question?
I wrote Joe.
All right, round 4, part B.
Nesbo.
ABC. The first letter of the answer follows the first letter of the previous answer. So if the answer to question 36 is apple, the answer to 37 will begin with B, and so on. A point for each correct answer.
But that all hinges on us getting the first one right, so we know what that is the next one.
Exactly.
Right. Well, if you get to one and that you're like 100% you know the answer, then you can kind of backtrack to make sure your other ones are right.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
All right, number 36. What word completes titles for Edith Wharton, Agatha Christie, Michael Connelly, and Orrin Pamuk?
That's the whole thing. Agatha Christie has 7,000 books. How is that?
So they all have a book that has this word in the title.
Michael Connelly has 1 million books.
And it's not like B or A or something like that.
Who's the first one that you said? That sounds like somebody Amy would know.
Edith Wharton, Agatha Christie, Michael Connelly, and Orrin Pamuk.
Tell us some books by Edith Wharton. Let's see if
I don't know Edith Wharton's books. That's an author I haven't looked at too much.
None? There were none. Michael Connelly's got to have a nun somewhere in his stuff.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
All right, number 37. We can come back to it. Number 37. Which island appears in the title of a 1936 novel by Daphne du Maurier?
Mandarin.
Moyer.
Well, no.
Who wrote The Isle of Dr. Moreau?
Oh,
The Island of Dr. Moreau.
but what's the name of the
Warner?
island?
Well, it's in the title, so it's Dr. Moreau.
Daphne du Maurier didn't write. It was a guy that wrote that. Daphne du Maurier is a woman.
Okay.
Right? No, it's not a woman.
Which title appears in the title of the 1936 novel by Daphne du Maurier, or however you say it?
So it takes place in Manderley, but that's not an island. Is it an island?
All I know about Daphne is Rebecca.
Well, the title has the name of the island.
The name of the book has the island in it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know her other.
I'm not looking at books. I was looking at.
Can we go back to the days of the week in ABCs, please? This is the ABCs.
Right? I thought ABCs were going to be easier than this.
So the title has the name of the island in it.
Yeah, and it's not some like obscure island either.
Oh, so it's like Hawaii?
Yeah, it's not an obscure island.
That's also not an island. That's a bunch of islands.
It's not a U.S. island.
Right. Madagascar.
All right. So look, Daphne, we're gonna look up Daphne.
It's a
here.
Caribbean island.
It was a woman. She was a woman.
Bermuda. Barbados.
You're gonna randomly name every item, every island.
Oh, Jamaica.
Okinawa. All right, are we ready for number 38?
No, it's Jamaica. So that means we got to go back to the one before J. Is an I.
Is it Jamaica because we cheated or Jamaica because we knew it?
It's Jamaica because we cheated. How else are we going to do this? I mean, no.
I just want to make sure when I'm counting my points. The Jamaica. Okay,
a long time ago.
I have heard of that.
Australia.
Australia.
I have heard of that book.
Jamaica Inn is what it's called.
Yeah, it's not. It's Rebecca was her best book.
Rebecca has the highest rating since I'm
So
over here.
if we want to go back,
it starts with an I.
Yeah, so the word you're looking for is an I. It starts with an I. So what word completes titles for Edith Wharton, Agatha Christie, Michael Connelly, and Orphan Pamuk? I think I'm at negative points by now.
I have too.
Yeah,
she said in.
Intent, interest, instigate.
What are some Agatha Christie books?
Ice, baby. Iceland. Igloo.
Does Agatha Christie have anything with the word igloo?
No, I just was like, if you have Iceland, who has this? Intimidation.
Okay, so if you think about like, I think I'm not 100% sure about the other authors, but I'm thinking that these are all like thriller, murder, mystery authors. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So think about words that go along with that kind of story, like crime and that kind of stuff.
Investigate.
Infest. Innocence. That's a good one.
Oh,
Our Age of Innocence. Isn't that Edith Wharton? Our Age of Innocence. I want to look it up, but I can't.
It's definitely innocent.
I
mean, I don't know that because I'm not cheating. But
what'd you say, Mel?
Yes. All right, now we're going to go to 38. So we have I, J, so the next one will be K.
Okay.
All right. How to Be Invisible is the collected lyrics of which singer-songwriter?
This is supposed to be about books. Sorry.
Yeah. What?
Wigglesworth.
Well, so there's a book. There's a book called How to Be Invisible. It's the collected lyrics of which singer-songwriter?
Okay. Starts with a K. K is the answer.
Corn?
Oh yeah, corn.
Korn?
Yeah. You got to write the R backwards though.
Kenya, is that you? Kanye?
Oh my
Kenya.
god.
It is.
You're supposed to say Kanye and it autocorrected to Kenya.
All right. Are we good with what did you say?
No,
Kanye?
corn. It's our choices are corn or Kanye. I don't like either one.
It's not whether you
Okay.
like it. Is it
Do you want a
right?
hint? Do you want some kind of hint?
Oh, no, tell us the
genre
name of it again.
music?
How to Be Invisible is a collected lyrics of which singer-songwriter?
Listen,
Well,
I'm
that's not
sorry, but
Kanye.
Kanye has never in his life wanted to be invisible.
That's not
so
Kanye.
that's
Kesha.
Kanye.
I'll tell you, it is a person, not a band, and it's an actual name. Not like Kesha or whatever. It's like a normal name.
Okay, Keith Urban.
Okay.
Kevin. Carl with a K.
All right.
I'll go with Keith Urban. Why not?
I was going to say that's literally, I mean, the person. Look,
Yeah, I
he's
like it.
practically Australian. You should have picked him.
Number 39.
Okay. L.
Hannah Gold won the 2022 Waterstones Children's Book of the Year with the what bear? So the name of the title, like the name of the title is The Blank Bear.
Blank bear.
And it starts with an
lonesome
L.
bear?
It starts with an L.
The leather bear.
Oh, the lovely bear.
The
The little
little bear?
bear. It could
That's
be a
good.
little bear.
Yeah, I like the little bear.
Wait, what year?
2022.
Okay,
so
Little
recent.
Bear was way before that, but
Lonely bear, that's
See, I said
sad.
lovely. Lost.
The lost bear. Oh, that's a good one too.
There's too many L words. We get it right if anybody gets it right. We all do. That's how this
Yeah,
works.
it's collective. That's right. That's right.
Yes. Last one, number 40.
Oh, actually, it's not the last one. There are 8 more after it. But they're book cover things.
Okay.
All right, so
That's-
number 40. Which character in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, as he lies dying, jokes,
It's Mercurio.
ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man.
That's Mercurio. Yeah.
Mercutio. I don't know his name, but it starts with an M.
Mercutio.
Yep, it starts with an M.
I said like Mercurio.
That's right.
Mercutio.
Mercurio. He has a cabinet.
This was going to be a little trickier to do because I have to show y'all the stuff in my camera.
Exciting.
So finally, there are 8 bad cover versions, book covers that I've drawn, or that this guy's drawn. Identify the book and the author for a point each. And then,
Book and the author. Oh, that's rude.
all right.
Well, if we
So-
get the name of the book, you know authors really well.
So
it's Book Lovers Quiz Book. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you-
Wigglesworth. Wigglesworth.
So we're gonna start
Wigglesworth
with-
drew those. He was so excited. He said, I drew them.
well, he said that they're bad too. So
That's because he wants people to say, my favorite part of the book was when he drew the book covers.
all right. So
Uh-oh.
all right. This one here is from 2004. Can y'all see it?
Not good enough.
Yeah,
So this
it's
one
2
right
people standing back to back wearing jackety
Oh,
things.
that isn't that one from 2004? Oh, 2004.
Yeah. 2004.
Because I was thinking it looks kind of like isn't that what what's that fantasy of those gray characters? But that wouldn't be that long ago, was it?
Yeah, we have to guess the books. 2004.
Yeah,
That
so I
was
was thinking
21 years ago because my son just turned 21 and he was born in 2004.
but
So yeah.
What book is that from 2004?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
he's
thinking-
not good at drawing.
Well,
I
he
was
said they were
thinking-
bad.
what is
I
that?
wouldn't be
what
able
is
to do that though.
What is that series? There's like
Twilight. She said Twilight.
No.
Do you know the one beside
You'd
it?
have
The
Bella in
2018
there.
woman.
Yeah, so this one's 2018, the one beside it here.
Written by what is that series? What is that? What is it? What is it?
Are they zombies?
It's on my
Kay wants
45
to
or
know.
445 to read.
Oh my gosh. Well, turn around and look. If you own it at your house, you should be able to look for it.
By V.E.
Melanie,
Schwab.
do they look like
Was
zombies?
it Vicious by V.E. Schwab? Doesn't that kind of look like the... It kind of looks like it depicts...
I thought
Those
there
two
was no
guys.
people on Vicious.
Was that 2004? Wait, is it to actually depict the actual... I thought it was just like...
I'm going to look up the book that it says in the answer to compare how it actually looks to the cover.
So it's supposed to look like the cover of the actual book.
Well, she doesn't
that's
know.
what I'm
She
going to
look
see.
and tell us,
Good Omens.
right? He likes that book, apparently. Apparently,
okay,
Mel
but-
doesn't
good.
know the book.
I don't.
Oh.
Okay, let me look at. You got other editions?
Oh. It looks like the guys from... It looks like Supernatural.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
TV show.
Okay, here we go. Editions, because I have to look at. Oh yeah, so it is supposed to look like the cover, and it's not men; it's actually women.
Oh, let's see it again.
Is it the Parasol Protectorate?
No. Where's my?
I'm getting really close.
I
Everybody's
see
looking
that.
up my
Wow.
nose.
I mean,
Yeah.
focused on this.
It is
I'm
supposed
trying
to
to
look like
see.
that, and it's women.
Kate and Allie. Oh no, that was the TV show.
Huh.
He's a bad drawer.
I'll say it. It looks like it's a historical fiction.
Are those buildings behind them?
Yes.
Is that the Colosseum?
Who's Whitney?
The Roman
let's
Colosseum?
Yeah, I'm out. I don't know 41.
It looks like an apartment building or something behind them.
I have no clue. No clue.
Rizzoli and Isles. That's not what the cover looks. Well, that could be a cover that I haven't seen.
Okay, next we have.
You just Whitney.
Yeah, that woman at sea. That's the Titanic. I don't know what else. though.
2014?
Yeah,
2018.
18.
So it's some kind of like Greek like retelling or
Oh,
Roman retelling.
okay. So 2014, like one of the first ones when they started all that.
It's
Area
2018.
2018, yeah.
It's not Cersei. It
Cersei.
can't be Cersei though, because look at the cover. Cersei doesn't look like that. Unless it's a different...
I'm looking up the book. This is another book I don't know.
Oh, well, then we're not going to get them. If you haven't heard of them,
There's a lot of books I haven't heard of. I would do terrible on this entire quiz.
It's not the... Oh. I have a book over there that's the... Paige, you should know this because Paige read a whole bunch of retellings. You know who would know?
Okay,
Mel
so
from
this
A Book Beneath
is not a retelling.
All the Light We Cannot See.
This
So
is
it's the
historical
cover.
fiction.
Okay.
British literature. These I'm reading the genres.
Right.
Scotland, war.
Oh.
No clue. None
nuh-uh.
whatsoever.
Yep. No, this is that one. And he actually didn't do a terrible job on that one.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right. Next, we have this one with a person. It looks like a Christmas tree and a person holding a cup. And the book's from 1952.
Oh. Like their heads cut off, but they're sitting like at a table or something.
1952.
I'm
I've
going
seen
to
2017 before.
take a
The next
bathroom
one.
break. I'll be right back.
I know 2012.
Oh, I know the
already-
2017 one too, I think.
And the 2012 one is a man named Uwe, whatever the Uwe guy.
The top two are from this century. They're
Oh, it's
in
like the other ones.
2000.
Skipped
And the
ahead.
next
I'm
one's in
sorry.
2000s.
Is the hat the Invisible Man? We're already skipping ahead. We're sorry, Mel. We're all
Oh.
cheating. We're cheating.
I was like, the next one's the man falling.
Yeah, that one I've
Invisible
seen. I've seen that one. I just don't know what it is. That one. The next one over is a Uwe guy, a man called Uwe. 2000. I know that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7 is
Here, I can just hold this like so.
45, 46, 47, and 48.
Here, I can do
That's a man
this.
called
Too.
Uwe.
There you-
Okay. Oh,
There.
oh, there we go.
Make
Oh,
it so.
so number one she thinks is so the man falling is called Les. And that is number 44. That's the one that looks like 1998 is the Invisible Man from 1998. 2020.
I'm like peeking down here to make sure that everything's on screen and can be seen.
So number 2020, what's on there with the what look like pears or
This one up here,
lemons?
it looks like leaves and fruit.
Okay, well, Frederick Bachman is the author of A Man Called Uwe. The one down at the bottom, 1969, that's Jacqueline Woodson, and that is, what's it called?
I feel like I have that book.
I do
This one.
too. It's called,
It's not Jacqueline Wilson.
it's not Jacqueline Woodson?
Nope.
Then what is it? It looks like one of the books of her cover, one of her covers.
I thought it was too. It's not.
Is it Little Bee?
No.
I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Oh, I could see that. Angela Mayo. Mayo.
Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou.
That's right. That's what I meant.
Wait,
That.
for which one?
Remember the last one?
This
I Know
one.
Why the Caged Bird Sings. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, 1969. Okay, yeah, I guess so.
That is correct.
Okay,
okay.
good.
So the one with the fruit, that one has actual teeth on it and blood dripping from the teeth holes.
Let me
Is
look
it
up.
one of the Rachel Hawkins? You know, she's got that yellow book with all the fruit on it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, like Reckless something or no.
I'm going to look up the book so I can see what it actually is supposed to look like.
The fruit one is not Southern. The fruit
Oh.
is Small Pleasures.
Oh,
Dang,
Paige feels very strongly.
Right.
Paige is very convinced.
No, that
Small
is the correct
Pleasures.
answer. Small Pleasures.
Who's it by, Paige?
Claire Chambers.
We don't get points if you tell us.
Oh. I forgot you're dating the author.
I was looking
Freebie.
at books with fruit on the cover for 3 hours the other night. Okay,
What?
we already got A Man Called Uwe. And did y'all
Yeah.
get that falling down one?
Yes, it's called Less by Andrew Sean Greer.
Yeah, Les. That's right. I own that one too.
His
Okay,
number
so
is
let me know when y'all are done with these 8.
Caged Bird. What about 1998 with the top hat at the top?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
I
either.
thought somebody said that was The Invisible Man.
But isn't that a much older book?
Yeah.
Yeah, by Ray Ellison, The Invisible Man. That was way older. That's a
His name is
sci-fi,
Ralph,
isn't it?
but The Invisible Man, where the guy can go invisible, that's different than Ralph
Not
Ellison.
The Invisible Man.
Oh. What is the one by Ralph Ellison?
It is called Invisible Man, but it's not about being actually invisible. It's about being a black
Right.
man in Harlem.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay. I'm getting my things mixed up.
They have the same name, but okay. I've guessed all of these that I know how to guess. So.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Let me get us
Jeez
back on the
Louise.
screen here.
Do we
Oh, no,
finally
that's
get to do our answers?
Yes. All right. Are y'all ready for
Hold on. Let me see if I can show y'all the situation with the sticky notes that I have made here of all of my answers.
This is mine.
Nice.
So I'm going to reread the question so like we know which,
Yeah.
remembering what the question actually was. All right. So number 1 was the first question. Which of these first novels was published first? A, White Teeth by Zadie Smith, B, The Secret History by Donna Tartt, or C, The God of Small Things by Aradhati
Joy.
Roy.
Roy. I keep saying Joy, but it's Roy.
And the
I
correct
said D.
answer is B, The Secret History.
I said that too.
It was in
1 point?
1992.
I got
Yes,
one
one-
right on my own with no help. Wow.
Next was The God of Small Things, 1997, and then White Teeth was 2000. All right, number 2, anagram.
That was Colton
which is the author's
Whitehead.
name withholds one ace. That was Colson Whitehead.
Mhm.
For the
I'm going to
book
give
quote,
myself half a point for that because Amy said it. So
No, collective. It's collective.
all right, for the book quote, just
I'll
because
give
we
myself points
happen
for the
not
ones
to
you
have
did, Amanda.
for the quote, just because we happen not to have actually seen something with our own two little winkles, we think it is not existing.
And we
The
think
answer
it's
for that
doll.
was B, the BFG by Roald Dahl.
Yeah. Thanks, Paige. That was Paige.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
I mean, I
number
put B as a
4.
guess.
Yeah.
Which of the following is not a Mick Herron book from his Sloth House series? And you get a bonus point if you know the author of The Red Herring. So the answer was D, Black Dogs.
Oh, I did Dead Lions.
And the author is Ian McEwen.
Oh, I've heard that author before.
Number 5. Which 19th century female author also published lurid romantic books known as sensation novels under the pen name A.M. Bernard? And that it was Louisa May Alcott.
Yes.
Was that thanks to Kay?
Kay told us that. Yep.
Yeah.
For number 6, fact or fiction, which of the following is true about Joe Nesbo? The correct answer, B, he was a footballer and only stopped playing due to an injury. And then there's a footnote.
I guessed it and got it right.
I didn't get it.
There's a little asterisk footnote. It says, he isn't in an AHA tribute band, but he is lead singer with a very popular band, Deidre, which translates as those guys. All right.
I think Wigglesworth likes Joe Nesbo a little too much.
Number 7 was the completing the Shakespeare quote with 3 words. So it was, now is the winter of our discontent.
Yes. Put that.
And the play?
She said Richard III.
Richard III.
That's
I wrote Much Ado About Nothing because I was just coming up with
the bonus
play.
point for
I get
Richard
2 points.
Yep. Okay,
All
so the
right.
rhyming books, Wilkie Collins, TWIW, and Hilary Mantel, TMATL. We have The Woman in White, The Mirror and the Light.
Yeah.
I got 1 because I cheated on the other. So
Yeah.
Okay, number 9. This was the what year? And it was when all those different books were published, and when these different authors passed away, and when Alice Oseman was born. The answer is 1994.
Oh, I said 1999.
I said 98. That was way off.
And there's another little footnote. The Booker winner is not a unanimous decision. One of the judges, Rabbi Julia Neuberger, declares it a disgrace and leaves the event later, calling the book crap.
Which book was that?
James Kelman wins the Booker for How Late It Was, How Late.
How late it was crap.
All right, number 10, the famous 5. That was the Mr. Men and Little Misses. So you needed 5.
Yeah, we definitely got a point because Paige gave us like 7 of them.
All busy, bump, nosy, tiny.
So for the misters, you could do bump, snow, lazy, mean, rush, tall, busy, slow, cool, rude, and good. And for little miss, neat, tiny, late, star, busy, wise, and tidy.
1 point or 5 points?
1 point for each one you knew.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Number 11. The word was cold. and the authors were John Le Carre and Stella Gibbons.
Here comes the mountains.
Stone Cold Mountain was mine.
The Spy Who Came In From the Cold and
Who's that?
Cold Comfort Farm.
Oh, Cold Comfort Farm. Huh. Okay, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I got that wrong completely.
Me too.
Number 12, the word is death, and the authors are Selena Godin and Audrey Kirchhoff. And that was Mrs. Death, Mrs. Death,
Yes! Sorry.
Death and the Penguin.
Didn't get that one.
I said Cold
Very
Death
excited.
Mountain. I did not get that.
All right, the word is time. The authors are Zadie Smith and Rose Welford. Swing Time. Time Traveling with a Hamster.
I was very close, but I said Mountain Time.
Very close. All right, the word is love, and the authors are Anise Nin and Gabrielle Garcia Marquez. And we have The Spy in the House of Love and Love in the Time of Cholera. There's also another footnote here. It says in 1976, Gabrielle Garcia Marquez was punched in the face by fellow Nobel Prize in Literature winner Mario Vargas Llosa, blacking his eye. Llosa accused Marquez of coming on to his wife, which Marquez denied. The previously friendly pair never made up.
I don't know. If you've read Marquez's writing, then that wouldn't be. I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised.
Time traveling with a hamster. All right. Number 15, the word is life, and the authors are Hanya Yagagahara and Kate Atkinson.
We got both of these.
A Little Life, Life After Life.
A little silent mountain life.
We still count that one though, Amanda.
Yeah.
So this
Sure goes bad.
number 16.
That was George Orwell because she got real excited about it.
That was
this
good.
is the author, and then we have the book. So you get a point for each part. So for the author, we have George Orwell, and for the book, Good Omens.
Nice.
For number 17, for the author, it was Ben Okri, and for the book, Blood Orange.
We cheated on both of those, so I don't.
For number
Yeah, it's
18,
not for me.
the author was Emily Dickinson, and the
Yay.
book was 8 Detectives.
I looked
Thanks,
up the 8
Amanda.
detectives book, so
Number 19, the author is Bernard Schilink, and the book was Burnt Sugar.
you know what? We were real close on the Schrodinger.
Schrodinger.
Yeah, totally.
Number 20, the author was David Nichols, and the book was Dr. No.
Hey,
Thank
we
you
got
all.
that
Thank
one.
y'all.
All right, so the ones that had a blank in the title and it was a day of the week. Number 21 was Mothering Sunday.
Boo! No, that's wrong. Go back and look again.
Yeah.
Number
no.
22 was Blue Monday.
Yes, okay. Well, there's that.
Number 23 was Tuesdays with Maury. Number 24, The Man Who Was Thursday.
Ew.
Number 25, Friday Night Lights.
Okay, well,
So we got 3 points for those, right?
yeah. That was
One
rigged.
one for each.
Okay.
Okay, next was the 1-star review ones. So the one that said page on page about a whining man baby who needs to grow up and take responsibility for his life. That was Spare by Prince Henry.
That was C, right?
C, yes. Number 27 was about a boy who gets into crime and blames others when he gets caught. Said a bloke with a dog made him do it. The correct answer for that was B, Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens.
Yay, stuck with my gun.
Number 28 was, in the end, all I can say to truly show how I feel about this novel is that this book bored me. 177 pages of art that is quite useless. The answer for that was B, The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde.
Yes. I just threw my pen. I got it right.
Number 29, where it said the hero is a sociopathic, schizoid sex maniac with very little depth to his character who is impossible to talk to. The lead love female character is a sad individual completely controlled by this maniac who, frankly, in this day and age is an insult to women everywhere. The correct answer for that, what did y'all say?
50 Shades of Grey.
The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey
What?
Neffenedo.
Yeah, they set us up.
You know, they put it on both places for 50 Shades. They said the same review in both places.
Mm-hmm.
That was surprising. Like, I like The Time Traveler's Wife.
I've never read it, but
I would have thought 50 Shades of Grey would have been the one that was the answer for that.
I mean, people who have strong feelings, and they're not always going to be everyone's.
Paige said 50 Shades. It was my review. Okay, then for number 30, it said, I decided to read it because I heard it was banned in a lot of American schools, but to be honest, you're not missing anything. The whole thing sounds like it's written by Mr. Burns from The Simpsons if he was trying to sound young and cool. The answer to that was C, The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger.
I didn't get that.
Okay.
So all of those, the initial thing that I thought about putting on there would not have been right had we not discussed with you know, the people that are typing and you guys, because I changed my answer on almost every one of them and I ended up getting them right. Except for 50 Shades. I was convinced 50 Shades was right.
I was pretty sure that was going to, I mean, and you even called it before I gave the options. Okay, so number 31, these were the literature links and lists, the little novel conundrums. You get 1 point for each. So 31 was what drink is hot for Deborah Levy, rainbow for Paul Mendez, and black for Alif Shafak. And the answer is milk.
Yeah, I got that. I remember Rainbow Milk. That was the only one that I remember seeing the cover of it. And I thought that sounded really weird.
Number 32 is which Jacqueline Wilson character appears in Sapphire Battersea, Emerald Star, Diamond, and Little Stars? The answer was Hetty Feather.
Not Lizzie?
Not Lizzie.
No, I even tried to cheat. And Lizzie Zitmouth is definitely a character in Jacqueline's world.
So, okay, number 33. It said to put the 3 books in publication order from earliest to latest. We had The Outsider by Stephen King, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, and The Outsider by Albert Camus.
Yeah.
So, The Outsider by Albert Camus was the first in 1942. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, 1967. And The Outsider by Stephen King, 2018.
So do we get 3 points for getting all 3 of them right?
No, just 1 point. All right, number 34. Which 1851 novel? Oh, this is the one nobody was going to figure out.
Yeah.
Which 1851 novel connects DJ Richard Melville Hall, author Ray Bradbury, and the coffee chain Starbucks? The answer is Moby Dick.
Oh.
So
I guess it was
DJ Richard Melville Hall is better known as Moby. He is distantly related to Herman Melville.
Herman Melville. Okay.
Starbucks is named after a character in Moby Dick.
Oh.
And then there's a footnote for that. It says Starbucks was originally going to be called either Cargo House or Pequod after Captain Ahab's ship in Moby Dick. And Ray Bradbury wrote the screenplay for Jon Hutson's film version of Moby Dick.
Moby Dick is
It was interesting, but I was like, nobody's going to get it.
No.
All right, number 35. What first name is shared by crime writers Robinson, May, Lovesey, and James? And the name was Peter.
Somebody
said Peter. Somebody
Yeah.
said Peter.
Right after I wrote down Robert, somebody guessed Peter.
Then we've got
count it?
the ABCs. So, what word completes titles for Edith Wharton, Agatha Christie, Michael Connelly, or Orphan Pamuk? The answer is Innocence.
Yeah.
The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton. Ordeal by Innocence by Agatha Christie. The Law of Innocence by Michael Connelly. And The Museum of Innocence by Orphan Pamuk.
Wait, are we getting a point for Peter because somebody else said Peter?
I guess if you wrote Peter down.
I didn't. I wrote no. I guess I can't get a point.
Number 37. Which island appears in the title of the 1936 novel by Daphne du Maurier? And that was Jamaica and Jamaica Inn.
We cheated.
Kay says Peter, and yes, you do.
All right. I got it.
Number 38. How to Be Invisible is the collected lyrics of which singer-songwriter? The answer is Kate Bush. Number 39. Hannah Gold won the 2022 Waterstones Children's Book of the Year with the blank bear last. The Last Bear.
All those L words, and nobody said last. Come on now.
I know somebody came really close with Lost.
Right. Kate Bush sang the she was in the 80s, but
number 40. Which character in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, as he lies dying, jokes, ask for me tomorrow and you shall find me a grave man?
I love that line.
So,
Got that one.
all right. And then the book covers. So this one is,
I mean, I still think we got 4 out of the 8, right?
so
Yeah.
this one is Small Island by Andrea Levy.
Mm-mm.
Then we have, this one is Now We Shall Be Entirely Free by Andrew Miller. This one is Excellent Women by Barbara Pym. This one is Less by Andrew Sean Greer.
We got 2 points for that one.
This one is Tipping the Velvet by Sarah Waters.
Mm.
This one is Small Pleasures by Claire Chambers.
We only got 1 point for that, though.
No.
Why?
Oh,
I told you that.
that's right.
I literally,
Sorry.
there's one that I
didn't
said,
like that.
Claire Chambers. This one is A Man Called Uwe by Frederick Bachman.
Yep,
And
2
this
points.
one is I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings by Maya Angelou.
2 points. So 7 points total for the covers.
How many quizzes are in this thing?
All
That
right,
was-
I have 39 total points.
It also said the maximum points you could get for this
I got
quiz
39 too.
was 73.
Jeez Louise. Wait, what?
The maximum points for this quiz was 73 points.
We're failing, y'all.
I was going to say that's in the 50 to 60 percentile.
I got 39 also.
I'm gonna have to put a bookmark in here so that we can like do the next quiz next time or something.
I agree with Culinary Crime. She said she's convinced some of these are his friends' books that nobody can read.
Let's look at what this other one is. Let's see.
If it's gonna be plausible, like actually possible.
Oh, I thought she said she got 88. She said she got negative 88.
Hey, 37 is 50%. So
I'm still not passing though.
Hey, you got to get to
39.
60 to not be failing. So
What's 39 out of what was 70? How many total?
73.
I got 53%. Yeah, I'm failing that class. I thought I was pretty smart about books.
This one's got a couple questions in it. It says, do you know the answers to these literary history questions? The first one is, what was the first novel ever written?
I'll say it again. I'm sorry.
What was the first novel ever written?
Beowulf. No, that's a poem. I don't know.
I thought it was no novel.
Mm-hmm.
It was so novel was different. Novel was like in the That's not considered a novel.
The Bible's the first thing that was printed, but it's not a novel.
Was it by Anne Radcliffe?
No. The Tale of Genji by Murasaki.
Yes, that's on my list.
But that's not a novel. Like, didn't they
It's
talk about
thought to be the
novels?
first modern novel.
I thought novels were.
All right, the next one was, where was the first paper made?
China.
Agreed.
Modern paper made of plant pulp was invented during the Han Dynasty in China around 200 BCE. Papyrus was first created in Egypt in the 3rd millennia BCE.
But that's not paper.
Culinary wants to know if this book is by Wigglesworth as well.
No, it just says book buddies. It's don't talk to me while I'm reading. It's a bunch of bookmarks and stuff, but there's like little things here and there in it. The next question was, what was the first book printed on Johannes Gutenberg's movable type press around 1455?
The Bible.
Yeah.
The Bible. In Latin, more than 150 copies were made and only 20 remain.
A lot of people couldn't read it at that time.
They call it
Unless
the Gutenberg Bible as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I was at UT, because I went to school at UT, they had a Gutenberg Bible in the one of our museums. It was pretty cool.
I got to see one in Dublin as well, in the Long Library.
Which UT did you go to?
Austin.
Okay.
Oh, Texas. UT.
But you know, UT is Tennessee as well. They be mad at you for saying.
Yeah, when you said UT, I was thinking Tennessee.
I thought Austin because I thought she was in Texas, but I was like, hold up.
They call UT Austin UT.
Yeah, but if you're in Texas, if you're
in
Tennessee,
Tennessee, there's UT Chattanooga, UT Martin, UT Knoxville. Here's a little interesting fact. People who read are more likely to live longer, have nuanced perspectives from reading about other people and places, sleep better, have lower blood pressure and heart rate, build a broader vocabulary, feel less stressed, and have improved memory and concentration. I don't know who they're talking about because that's not me.
Don't read thrillers.
I was gonna say, but I stay up and read more. Like I sleep less because I'm reading books.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing like a sleep cleanse right now to kind of like help be a better sleeper. Not that I'm a horrible sleeper, just to like look and see like what things do I need to do better. And one of the things is like read before you go to sleep, as opposed to obviously look at your phone and stuff. And I'm like, but then I stay up reading.
To read.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're wrong about the sleeping thing. Unless it's somebody that's reading nonfiction books. Okay, that'll put me to sleep.
Yeah, read a textbook maybe. It'll help you sleep. Have you ever read a book that keeps you up past your bedtime? Literally every night. I have been up for the past like 3 nights until 1 o'clock in the morning or so reading. Because I'm like, I'm not going to bed until I finish. Because you're not going to stop when you're like, got this much left.
I did finish. I'm finished with my board. I finished that book we were reading last night during sprints.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
So my board is finished.
I have not finished my board. Not yet. 2 more books and I'll have it done. That was fun. I was highly amused.
That was fun. That was good.
Definitely have to do more of those quizzes in the future. But
it was a little demoralizing, though. I was pretty smart when it came to books. I don't know anything.
I need volume 1 of Wigglesworth's work. I need to find out.
Let's go to the easier volume.
Yeah, what did he do as the easier ones before he was like, wait, we got to think of harder ones. So
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna find us a little bookish trivia that's
that might actually lift my spirits a little.
Yeah, might be a little more modern.
By the way, while she's looking that up, I do still have the TBR trail thing still pulled up on my computer. It says it's live in 15 hours now. I'm ready.
I have to still make my lists. That's one thing I still haven't done.
We can help you do it. Everybody can contribute a favorite author, and you'll have to say it's one of your favorites.
I got my favorite authors. That's the only one I have done.
Oh.
What are the other
Then
ones
what
I
do you
need
need to do now?
Okay, let me pull it up. Okay, so 10 books you want to read for 2025. The problem is it's got to be stuff that's not on other lists, right? So it can't be her kid book because it's going to go past the her kid phase.
Okay, I'm just scrolling to see some of these questions to see if they're like all older books or if there's newer things in here. All right, this one might work.
5 hardest books. Okay. I'm here.
All right. Which of her own characters did Agatha Christie call a detestable, bombastic, tiresome, egocentric little creep?
Perot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've read one Agatha Christie book in my whole life.
Hey, Mel, I could do a booktuber one in future months when you need me to do some things. What?
Like a trivia?
Oh, fun. Yeah. Is the TBR trail going to be done this year or go into next year? Yeah, I was wondering about that. If it's like,
so,
how long is it?
when Kim tested it out with her partner, she said that it was like either 6 or 8 months. It just depended on how long it lasted. So we don't know for sure. It really depends on how. It should be
done before the end of this year, though.
It should be. It should be done before the end of the year.
If it's 8 months, that would put it in like November time,
which we were hoping for because like December, I typically am not. I'm doing my Advent calendar challenge, so I'm typically not as available.
I have Mary Bookmas.
Yep.
The Da Vinci Code opens with a murder in which famous museum?
The Louvre.
The Louvre. That's correct.
Oh, I don't know. I've never read it either. I
haven't read it either, but that was like that's in that area, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's in
France.
I mean, it makes sense as for.
Hey, FYI, for my 10 books that I want to read in 2025, I just put the next 10 Terry Pratchett books that I have to read for Discworld. So that's what I put. I didn't even remember. I just had to go back and look at my list. I was like, oh yeah, that's what I put.
To answer your question, Drew, we haven't really revealed anything for SeasonAthon for summer. But I can reveal a couple things. One, I have my 2 co-hosts. I was hoping they could be here and join us, but they cannot. It's going to be Kimberly from Whimsical Narratives and Debbie from Book and Bujo. And we're still doing Camp SeasonAthon, but there's been a little artistic thing that I created for it, which I'm very proud of. It took me a long time. We're still going to have like 3 different teams or cabins or whatever. The group book is a book that I've read and I gave 5 stars. And the year that I read this book, it was actually my #1 book for the year. So I think everybody's going to like it. Or I hope everybody likes it. I loved it. Paige's last comment says a lot.
I thought Paige was hinting that she was going to be a co-host.
Paige is going to be a co-host in this year. I can't remember. I think Paige is a co-host in the fall. I think she's a co-host for SeasonAthon Academy, if I remember correctly.
I'm glad. I mean, I'm
Sorry,
sad. I couldn't co-host the first time when I was supposed to in December, I think. But then I said, let me push it to the spring. And it ended up being with you and Amy. So I'm glad that I had to push it to the spring.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
Yeah, it's.
What'd you put for your hardest books? Because like A lot of my hardest books are like big books, but at the same time, I won't be able to read a big book like some of my big books and then also read other books in that month.
Right. I did. I put House of Leaves on there, which is a book that has intimidated me forever. And I feel like I have to read it in person. And then
I gave away that. I spent way too much money on that stupid book, and I gave it away because it's stupid.
oh gosh, sorry.
I hated it so much. Like I was reading it for a long time, and I'm like, this book is garbage. It's awful.
I started it and I was like, no, I need to be able to focus on this. So I am a little bit afraid that like this month with the 32 books I'm trying to read in April, that tomorrow one of those things is going to be like, read your hardest book. And I know what I'm doing for the next 4 days before this month is over because I've got to, I mean, I don't know. I have too many things scheduled.
Yeah. So Paige has this thing where she asks some of her like bookish friends to give her like a book to read and also like a book challenge. And so one of her life challenge that I gave her was to co-host with me. And she couldn't do Camp SeasonAthon because I had already set the stuff up with the author and we already had the time and everything set up. So it wouldn't work for Paige's time. So she's going to co-host in the next one, which I haven't set anything up yet. So I can make it more around her schedule. So it works a little bit better.
But I also put like the next Brandon Sanderson, just because I know it's long. I've got a Robin Hobb book on there just because I kind of gave up on her. And I was like, people said Ship of Magic is good. So I guess I'll try that one. The Ship series, whatever it is. And then there's just one of my 50 before 50 books that I keep putting off every time I'm supposed to read it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to put that on there. So it was that kind of stuff. I did do ones that I thought would like take me a long time for the House of Leaves. But then I also tried to do ones that if I didn't have time, I could just pick up one of those to do. So,
okay, you might be going somewhere. Yeah, Paige got to sleep when we were going to be doing the lives.
The summer book is a 2024 release?
No, it is not.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's guessing. Okay, let me Google that.
You'll just have to wait and see. No. I think what you're thinking of, Drew, that was the 2024 release, I think was this round on A Quiet Street. I feel like this one came out in 2024.
Okay. So, The Savior's Champion by Jenna Morrissey. Here's what I have to just say about this. On Goodreads, Detective Drew is back. On Goodreads for The Savior's Champion, it said, experience the gripping romantic adventure rated as one of the best books of all time by Book Depository. And this book has a 3.74 rating on Goodreads and has only been rated by 5,000 people. And Book Depository named it a best book of all time. Okay. It's 671 pages. Dang, I'm not reading this book.
You're not going to read it?
I don't know. I will. I mean, I could. That's a very bold statement to put right up at the front of the thing.
I wonder how they decided that.
I know. I don't know.
Maybe it was a vote or something. I have another question. Okay. In Stephen King's 11/22/63, a high school English teacher hurtles back in time to 1963 and attempts to stop what monumental event?
Assassination.
Assassinate.
AFK.
Apparently, I'm already getting tired. What time is it?
The sun's like 7
Look at the sun. It's 7 o'clock at your house.
It's been a stressful day.
Do they have a Cole's Notes version? I don't even know what that is. A Cole's Notes
Cliff's
version.
Notes.
Oh, Cliff's Notes. I was like, what's Cole's Notes? I've never heard of that.
I
mean,
don't know.
Cliff Notes. I mean,
It's
I don't
great.
know. I could be convinced to read it. It is. Oh, never mind. It says YA. I'm out. I can't do fantasy romance. That's YA.
Okay. Next question. Veronica Roth's Divergent book series is set in a post-apocalyptic version of which U.S. city?
I don't know. I haven't read it.
You haven't read
Oh,
the first-
Cole's Notes is a Canadian thing. Look at that. She
Oh.
did read Cole's Notes.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Listen,
Maybe
we had
it's
Cliff down here. We had Cliff down here, and y'all had
We have
Cole.
Cole's up there and Cliff's down here.
Maybe because it's cold up there.
You got Cole.
Mel, all I'm
Oh,
going to
wow.
say is you better not make me start a series that is not finished.
Uh-oh.
New York?
I'm going to say New York City, right? Like, isn't that what? I mean,
Everything's set in New York
Chicago.
City. Chicago.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's on my list to read just because of how popular it is. And I do love a dystopian book. I just haven't gotten to it.
What is the best-selling novel of all time?
Fourth
I've
Wing.
never read this book. And I won't ever read this book, I don't think.
Oh,
The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Actually, that's one book that I have started in DNF. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I think Paige either has read or is having to read this book this year.
Oh, Dante's Inferno?
No. I might be wrong about the Paige thing.
it better not be a Colleen Hoover book. No,
It's not.
cannot
It's a
be.
classic.
No.
I
It
was
is a
like,
classic.
It's the most.
The correct answer is Don Quixote.
Oh, I'm not reading that either.
I don't think
I'll
I'll
read it at
read
some
that.
point.
There you go.
That's cute.
Okay.
Listen, they were like, we can't really steal that from Canada. Let's just change his name to Cliff. Then.
Maybe Cliff is the one that stole it.
Right? His name was Cliff. He's like, these are Cliff Notes.
Shortcuts here in Canada first, apparently.
Right.
Apparently.
I'm going to skip this question because I can't pronounce the answer.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it was the question was, who was the first Chinese writer to win the Nobel Prize for Literature? And the answer, in the best possible way I can, is Gao Xingjiang.
Oh, wait, I do know who that is, I think.
That's impressive that you actually could understand some of that. Because I'm just guessing on the pronunciation. All right, what novel is set on a desert planet inhabited by giant sandworms?
Dune.
Yep.
I have to read 2 of those. Children of Dune and God Emperor of Dune, books 3 and 4 in April. I don't know why I did that to myself.
What was the working title of Margaret Mitchell's 1936 novel, Gone with the Wind? Interesting. I didn't know it was anything other than Gone with the Wind, but I'm really curious where this title came from.
An antebellum story. I don't know.
Ba Black Sheep.
Oh,
I'm glad you changed that.
probably for the best.
I don't give a damn. Like, Ba Black
Thank
Sheep.
you.
Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. How many of Ernest Hemingway's 10 novels were published posthumously after he died? Why can't they just say that?
6.
3.
Oh. What'd you say?
I said all 10.
Oh, dang.
Kohl's is actually a bookstore chain here. It's now owned by Indigo Chapters,
Indigo.
which is like our Barnes and Noble. My hometown still has a Kohl's, so that's why it was changed. She would have broken copyright.
Oh.
Oh, blah Black Sheep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because
All
the
of them.
song. What was the name of the poem John Keats wrote to a singing bird?
Tweet.
Ode to a Nightingale.
Oh, okay.
What dystopian novel by George Orwell told of life in a future totalitarian state dominated by Big Brother?
1984.
Yes. Which Stephen King novel takes place mostly in the fictional Overlook Hotel?
The Shining.
Psycho. Oh, Shining. That's right.
The Shining.
That's Bates Motel.
What author wrote his last novel in crayon?
Dr. Seuss.
That would have been a good guess.
Roald Dahl.
That also would have been a good guess. James Joyce.
Oh,
Okay.
that is not surprising.
But yeah, he gives off crazy vibes anyway. So
Let's see. What names did Charles Dickens consider for his character in A Christmas Carol before settling on Tiny Tim?
Little Pete.
Legless Larry.
Oh.
Oh my god, that's awful. Small.
I mean,
Sam,
I don't feel like he was worried about being correct. I'm just saying, maybe it was
Small Sam and Puny Pete.
Puny Pete. Yeah, you're right. He was not worried about
Big Bob.
Big
Bob.
Let's see. I'm skipping some of them because I'm like,
TikTok.
What do the initials JD stand for in the author J.D. Salinger's name?
John David.
You got part of it right.
John David.
Jerome David.
Oh, I thought I got the John part right.
Which actor played the role of Jay Gatsby in The Great Gatsby, adapted from the book written by F. Scott Fitzgerald?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I've never seen that either.
I've seen it
I don't even want
a
to.
while ago.
I'm just seeing like the memes.
Yeah.
I read the book and I was like, I'm not watching that movie because that book felt like a waste of my time.
I think I've seen both of them, the movies.
In which town is the book To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee set?
Oh, Alabama.
Town.
The town?
What town is it in Alabama?
Maycomb, Alabama.
Oh, Macomb, yeah. Okay.
Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights recounts the tragic romance between which two lovers?
Heathcliff and I don't remember her name.
Catherine.
Catherine.
Not a book I have read.
I read it recently. Very dramatic. Really bad people. Every single one of them. Every single character is a bad person.
Wow.
Who wrote Who wrote Rip Van Winkle?
Oh, I know this. Tell me just the first name.
It's a state.
Washington Irving.
Yes. And I had to refresh the page, so I had to scroll all the way back down to wherever it was.
I knew I was supposed to know that, but
The book, The Martian Chronicles, was written by whom?
Oh. Ray Bradbury.
Yeah. I was like, wait, The Martian is Barry Bradbury. Barry Bradbury.
I'm struggling, apparently.
Barry Bradbury is Ray's younger brother. So. I think it was Ray, not Barry.
Do androids dream of electric sheep? Many humans leave Earth for which planet?
Oh, that's on my list.
Mars.
I've read it.
What is the name of John's true love in Nicholas Sparks' Dear John?
Nope, I'm not reading that mess.
I haven't read that.
Annette.
Yeah, it seems depressing.
Savannah.
Oh, no. I'm not reading a book by him.
It seems very sad. Too sad.
Who did C.S. Lewis base the protagonist of his space trilogy on?
I didn't know he made a space trilogy.
Hey, Ron, do you
Me
know? Who did C.S. Lewis base the protagonist of his space trilogy on? Got a C.S. Lewis aficionado. J.R.R. Tolkien.
That's correct.
What is the space?
Because the space guy is a philologist, the language guy, which is why Tolkien wrote that nonsense he wrote. Was so. Y'all can't hear him, but he's saying bad things about me, talking about Tolkien right now.
Shut her mouth.
Hey, you.
But wait, what is the C.S. Lewis space trilogy? What's it called?
Oh,
Outside the planet, that hideous strength.
wait, can y'all hear him?
Not really.
Okay, Out of the Silent Planet, that hideous strength,
That's the third one. What's the middle one?
and then something else in the middle. He remembered the first and the last.
Mm.
Channing Tatum was in it. What?
I don't know. I don't know.
What are we talking about? C.S. Lewis did not write a book about Channing Tatum.
Okay, which story authored by Washington Irving has a
Rip Van Winkle.
character Ichabod Crane?
Sleeping
Oh,
Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
It's just sleepy. It's not sleeping.
I'm just trying to be fast.
Did you know that there's actually a city in New York called Sleepy Hollow where that was written?
I read that was the case, which is so
one
cool.
of my clients
there.
lived in New York City, and she said, "We're going to Sleepy Hollow," and I was like, "Oh, is it a thing?" And she said, "It's a city," and I was like, "What?" Thought it was like an event.
I want to go.
Oh,
yeah.
the Nicholas Sparks one.
That makes
Like
sense.
he's
Yeah,
done
I
that
remember that. I
film
remember
again.
the advertisements for that.
What poet wrote the following lines? 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by.
Robert Frost.
Yes.
That's my favorite poem.
What famous author was a descendant of one of the Salem witches?
Was it the guy that did the Crucible?
No.
James Joyce? No. Who did the Crucible? Which famous? Okay, who lived up there? That man that loved to write about the woods, Walden Pond.
Hawthorne.
Oh, he wrote
Nathaniel
the Scarlet
Hawthorne.
Letter. Nathaniel Hawthorne.
The answer is Ray Bradbury.
Oh my gosh.
I can also think of an author who is a descendant of Cotton Mather,
Mm.
the one that was like getting them to burn all the witches.
Mm-hmm.
And she was my first SeasonAthon author,
What?
Oh.
Adriana Mather.
And she told you that she was related to Cotton.
Like she's a descendant. Yeah. Which is
Wow.
hence the reason why she actually wrote the first book that came out that we did was How to Hang a Witch. Which is about a girl that's a descendant of Cotton Mather and girls that were descendants of the witches
Oh, interesting.
in modern day. Let's see. The U2 song Shadow and Tall Trees is taken from a chapter title in which famous book?
Shadow and Tall Trees?
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue.
Mm-mm.
Lord of the Flies.
Oh. I didn't like that book, so.
I was going to say, I read that or I listened to other people talk about reading it when I was in school. So I for sure do not know chapter titles.
I wouldn't have that memorized.
What writer coined the phrase ships that pass in the night?
Oh, Shakespeare.
Nope.
Ships that pass in the night.
I haven't read Lord of the Flies, but I've read some
Adaptations or
retellings
retellings, yeah.
Oh,
that I really enjoyed. Like
I read the
Lord of the
Cliff
Fly
Notes.
Fest, and I loved it.
A lot of people like Lord of the Flies, and I just didn't.
I read the Cliff Notes version.
Really
Not the
short
Coles-
book, man.
Not the Coles notes.
No, I didn't read a single book in high school that I was assigned to read. Moby Dick's author is Herman Melville. What are we talking about him for? Is that the guess?
The ships that pass in the night.
Oh, yeah. Did Herman Melville say that?
No.
My guess also is who's Victor Hugo.
Oh, Victor Hugo. Is that right?
Henry Wadsworth Longfellow.
Oh, isn't he the Walden guy I was trying to think about before?
And I have that book. Mom got it for me for Christmas or something. It's a beautiful book.
We went there to his place. It's in Boston. In Massachusetts, not Boston, but it's
Cool.
near Lexington and Concord.
This is a weird question. What % of books sold in the U.S. in 2004 sold more than 5,000 copies?
30%.
2.
2%.
Only
book.
2% of books sold in the U.S. in 2004 sold more than 5,000 copies.
That is bad.
Right?
I feel the same way, Kay. I don't like the adult classics, but I love children's classics.
I like classics, but
I'm particular about classics. There's some that I have found that I love, and there's many that I have found that I don't like.
I read the only one I have read in the last probably 4 years that I really liked was the one where the woman was hidden in the attic of the house. The wife was up there, and we didn't know.
Jane Eyre.
Okay, I thought it was Jane Eyre, but I didn't want to say it and then sound real dumb when I said.
Like, I love Little Women.
I did like Little Women. That's
I
true.
loved
But-
Anne of Green Gables.
Yeah, but that's a children's book.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, she does grow up in it. She's not just a kid the whole time.
Oh, well, I've only read the first book. She was a kid.
I was going to guess 2.2%, but my number lock was off.
Oh no.
2004, were people even reading digital books then? I
Um,
look back and doing my Have I Read It's,
Oh my gosh.
and I'm like, what was I reading? Did I read anything that year? Like, yeah, I read a lot, but what did I actually read?
Amazon released the Kindle on November the 19th, 2007.
Oh, okay.
I remember being at my friend's house. It must have been 2008, sometime in 2008, and we were talking about these things that you could get a whole bunch of books on, and it would keep a bunch of books on there. And I was not reading very much, so I was like, okay, whatever, y'all get those if you want to. And but apparently it says right here that it sold for $399 and sold out in 5.5 hours.
Oh
when
my
it was released.
Gosh.
That's wild. So people
Yeah,
were reading the
Stephen
same
King
thing.
books.
2004. What was the most popular books in 2004?
All right, let's see.
So I found another thing that this one's a BuzzFeed quiz type thing.
Yes.
And this one is, do you know the covers of these popular YA books?
Yes.
So they took the names off the covers and it's just the cover.
Okay.
So we have this one.
Fault in Our Stars. Fault in Your Stars. Fault in Our Stars.
The
Yeah,
Fault in
The
Our
Fault in Our
Stars.
Stars. I like that one.
Okay. Let me close. So many pop-ups. Okay. This one's also easy.
Oh, the P.S.
To all the boys I've
I've
loved
never
before.
loved.
Yeah, to all the boys I
I've
love before.
loved before. Here, the New York Times best books of 2004. See, but it wants
Smile.
to show me. Oh,
Smile
Smile.
by Raina
We're happy.
Telgemeier.
Is that Smile?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Love
it
this
just wants
one.
to show me the books that
Cinder.
Oh yeah, I had to DNF that book.
Oh, I love it. I love that series. Starfish.
Oh wow, you're good at this.
It's more current. I have a. Oh,
Oh,
that's
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
that dude.
Oh, but which
Oh,
one?
I get to
Oh,
know
let me
which one.
see.
Here are the options.
Big Shot.
Big Shot. Let me click on it. That's correct.
Here we go. This is the list of the New York Times #1 books. Oh, Twilight. The Da Vinci Code.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's reading that year. Hunger Games.
Yes. The Da Vinci Code is on there from January through, oh my gosh, practically the whole year. It still popped up a week in December. Oh, that is, they both die at the end, right?
Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of it.
By Silvera? Adam
Silvera. Yeah.
Wow, the Da Vinci Code just ruled 2004. Oh, Shadow and Bone.
Wind. Shadow the
Shadow
Bone.
and Bone.
Shadow the Wind is by another author.
One of your favorites.
No, it's one of my favorite books. I just can't. I can't do stuff right now.
I can't do fast things with my brain.
There's a shadow in there.
Kay, I really liked Needful Things, so I hope you like it as well.
Oh man, for her kid, the year I was born, all the books were the same types, like Stephen King and these political or crime novels. Like everyone was reading the same kind of books.
Yes.
Needful Things was the top book for 1991, so I'll be reading that.
It's Stephen King, but I liked it.
I'm going to be reading Alana the First Something by Tamara Pierce.
Oh, it's so good. Alana. Yes. She and her brother are being sent off to schools. They're twins. And she's supposed to go to the magic school and he's going to the night school. And neither one of them want to go to their schools. So they dress up as each other and go to the to the school.
That sounds
so she goes to the night school and he goes to the wizard school.
Oh, that sounds really good.
What was the top book in 1990?
Okay.
Moms are too busy to read in the 80s, I guess.
That was the year I was born, 1980.
I was 83.
Oh, wait. You were born in 1990, right?
Here you go. You can borrow mine.
You said 1980?
Yeah.
The screen.
Oh, I thought you said 1990.
No, 1980. Good Lord, that's a big book.
You sure you want to read this?
It's not bad, though. The Talisman is not bad. It kind of goes pretty fast, or at least on audio it did.
I couldn't listen to the audiobook. I could not stand that narrator's voice.
Oh. So here your choices are Jailbird by Kurt Vonnegut, Smiley's People by John le Carre, Princess Daisy
John le Carre, that's the one that the spy that came in from the cold.
Oh, okay. Well, Smiley's People is this book. Princess Daisy by Judith Krantz, The Bourne Identity by Robert Ludlum, Rage of Angels by Sidney Sheldon. My grandma used to love her some Sidney Sheldon. Firestarter by Stephen King. That's a really good one, too. The Key to Rebecca by Ken Follett. That's going to be a history that you're going to need. And then The Covenant by James Michener. That's it. That's your top.
I would probably go with the Firestarter. If I were doing Herkit, which I'm not, I would go with the Firestarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one.
Herkit, no. I can't do that.
Listen, in 1984, Culinary Crime, they were definitely not concerned about where their children were, so all they were doing was sitting around reading books. In 1984, I was 8 years old, and I promise you, I was in the streets until it was dark outside. There is a Stephen King for every year, for sure.
Very prolific.
I found on Book Riot, they have the hardest YA quiz. That's literally what it's called. The hardest YA.
I fail immediately then, but I'll try.
But it's YA.
It's always a lie, too. It's not actually the hardest.
Okay. So we're gonna like as a community here answer these questions because I
Okay.
have to select the answer before going to the next one.
Okay. So we
What
should wait for people to
year-
answer if we don't get them right.
Yeah. What year was The Fault in Our Stars published? Without looking it up.
1990,
So
1998.
well, our options are 2009, 2010, 2012, or 2014.
Oh, well,
9.
not 19 anything. But he's my age. I was 1998. Okay.
2009?
2009.
I'm just guessing randomly though.
It came. If I came home before dark,
Hold
my mom
on.
probably calls it.
Hold on.
Chase it out with
China
a bill.
moved in with us in 2000.
2012, 2004, 2009. 2004 wasn't an option, so
What?
2009 and 2012 are options. I feel like
Okay, 12. It's 12 then.
I'm gonna say I feel like it's probably like 12 or 14 because I remember that Becca was reading that in high school, and she graduated in 2018, and also around the time she graduated, maybe it's 2017. Around the time she graduated, the movie The Fault in Our Stars came out, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to go with I'll say 12.
Sounds good to me because I have no clue.
I'm saying 12 also.
Okay, so 43% apparently said 12. I don't know if I guess that's right. It didn't say I was wrong. Okay, next question is who wrote the poet X?
Oh,
Yeah.
Elizabeth Acevedo.
thank you.
Okay, select.
She's right.
61% said that. Which of the following is not a book by Adam Silvera? More Happy Than Not, They Both Die at the End, History Is All You Left Me, The Upside of Unrequited. The Upside of Unrequited, because that's Becky Albertalli.
Okay. I'm like, I know he wrote They Both Die at the End. That's all I know.
57% got that.
And he wrote that one fantasy that everybody hated with the like dragon phoenix on the front or something like that.
Okay. I just Googled John Green. The Fault in Our Stars did come out in 2012. We were right.
I think it looks like it's turning green on your screen when you hit the right one.
In Rainbow Rowell's Fangirl, Kath writes fan fiction for which fandom? We have Harry Potter, Doctor Who, Simon Snow, and Sherlock. Simon Snow.
Yeah, I
I
don't
know
know.
that for a fact. Yeah.
I am going to have to go. I've got to do groceries with my people before they go to bed tonight. So, y'all, good luck on your thing, on your answers, your quiz. And I will see y'all. Well, I'll be in the chat tomorrow for the TBR Trails thing. So,
Yeah.
over there.
We'll see ya. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Thanks, Linda.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. We've got put the 3 books in the Divergent trilogy in correct order.
Okay.
So the first one is Divergent, Allegiant, Convergent. That's not right. Convergent's not one of them. Then we have Divergent, Insurgent, Resurgent. I don't think that's right. Then we got Divergent, Emergent, Allegiant. That's not right. We got Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. I think that's the right one.
That's it.
90% got that right. Who is the heroine of Sarah J. Maas's Throne of Glass series? I know the answer. It's Selena Sardathian. 67% got that right. The options were, I can't see it. Hold on. The options were Selena Sardathian, Serafina Dombeg, Katza Frey, and Alina Starkov. Okay. Mackenzie Lee's novel, narrated by Henry Montague, is titled The Gentleman's Guide to Blank and Blank.
Vice and Virtue.
Vice and Virtue. 80% got that correct.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh, the answer options. We have Dares and Debauchery, Piss and Piracy,
Nice.
Lads and Lust.
Oh.
And Feyre is not Throne of Glass. Feyre is Akatar. True or false? Victoria Aveyard's The Red Queen is a retelling of the Snow White fairy tale.
I don't know.
I've read The Red Queen. I
Got
don't
it
think
from
it
my
is.
cousin, but I haven't actually read it.
I think that's false. Yep, that's correct. Where does Leigh Bardugo set many of her novels? The Grishaverse, Riverdale, Coruscant, or the Kingdom of Gored?
Grishaverse.
Grishaverse.
Riverdale.
In Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, what is the name of Simon's pen pal? Raven, Blue, Teddy, or Chase?
I didn't read that.
I feel like it's Teddy, but y'all have to tell us because I don't know. In Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, what is the name of Simon's pen pal?
That's by Becky Albertalli also, right?
Oh, they're saying Blue.
Becky
Yeah, it's Becky
Albertalli.
Albertalli.
Yeah.
All right, Blue is correct. 63% got that. All right, what is the correct order of the 4 Twilight books?
Okay.
So we have Twilight, Midnight, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn. That's I don't know. Then we've got Twilight, Dusk, Midnight, and Dawn. That's not right.
Eclipse is the next one, the second one, right?
Well, that's not an option on any of these with it being the second.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think it's this third one. Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn.
Yeah, that's it.
And yeah, the next one is definitely not it. It's Twilight, Illuminate, Midnight, and Dawning Light.
What?
No. 90% got that correct. Okay. Who narrates The Book Thief? Oh gosh, I don't know. We have Liesl Meminger, Death, The Golem of Malkin, and Rudy Steiner. I think it's Death.
It's Death.
Look at all the answers. All right, Death. It's been a while since I read The Book Thief. All right, which of the following is not a book by Sarah Dessen? I'll Meet You There, Lock and Key. Lock and Key. Lock and Key is a graphic novel that is definitely not Sarah Dessen. Oh, I was wrong.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know.
We also have Just Listen and The Truth About Forever, but I'll Meet You There was the correct answer. But I'm thinking of, Lock and Key it's a graphic novel. Kay knew the answer because Kay's smart. I'm roasting in my car, but I'm determined to get to the end before I go to the library to pick up my book. All right. Let's see. In Kira Cass's The Selection, how many girls compete in the contest? 10, 15, 25, or 35?
I have it. I haven't read it.
I feel like it was 25. Oh, it was. Yeah, it said Lock and Key, not that. You're right. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I read the Selection series.
I have it on my shelf. I just haven't read it yet.
Oh yeah, it's spelled differently. Lock spelled with an E.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anybody want to answer? Oh, somebody culinary says 25 or 35. Paige hasn't read the Selection series. Kay hasn't read it. All right, well, I said I thought 25, so let's go with 25. That's incorrect. 35.
Oh, dang.
All right, which of the following is not a book in Tahara Mafi's Shatter Me series? Destroy Me, Unravel Me, Shadow Me, or Tempt Me? I feel like Shadow Me is the correct answer, but I don't know. I had all the books, but I got rid of them.
I don't know either. I know I've heard of some of them, but
was there something relating to states? I don't know. I think the second book starts with 8. Tempt Me. What did you say? Which of the following is not a book in Tahara Mafi's Shatter Me series? Destroy Me, Unravel Me, Shadow Me, or Tempt Me? I know Shatter Me is the first book.
I remember seeing Unravel, so that one's definitely like what I've seen. So no Tempt Me?
All right, so let's say Tempt Me. Tempt Me is correct. In Gail Forman's If I Stay, narrator Mia is passionate about what interest? Painting, music, writing, or dance? I read this a
I've never
long
even
time
heard of
ago.
that.
I don't remember.
Sorry.
In Gail Foreman's If I Stay, narrator Mia is passionate about what interest? Painting, music, writing, or dance? Kay says music. That is correct. True or false? Angie Thomas's On the Come Up is the sequel to The Hate You Give. I say false.
Yeah, Concrete Rose is a sequel to The Hate You Give, right?
I've read The Hate You Give and I've read On the Come Up, and they're not related. That's all I know.
Yeah, because I think Concrete Rose is the sequel.
I have not read Concrete Rose, though.
I haven't
All right.
either.
Where is Stephanie Perkins' Lola and the Boy Next Door set? Paris, New York City, San Francisco, or London? I read this too, but I don't remember. I can't remember. Honestly, it could literally be any of these places.
Pretty cool. Well, I knew it had to do with something. Like it was part of.
Oh, yeah, it's On the Come Up, the prequel to On the Come Up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Stephanie Perkins' Lola and the Boy Next Door is set in Paris, New York City, San Francisco, or London.
I'd say Paris, but I don't know.
Kay says
No,
it's not Paris.
Okay.
She would guess San Fran. Paige says, nope, I'm sweating. I'll be back. Okay, so San Fran. That is correct.
Yay, good job.
What skill helps keep Shahrazad alive in The Wrath and the Dawn? Storytelling.
Oh, so you read that one, did you?
I just reread that recently. What is the name of the family in E. Lockhart's We Were Liars? Sinclair, Radcliffe, Waldorf, or Windsor? I've never read it, so I don't know. The name of the family in E. Lockhart's We Were Liars. Sinclair, Radcliffe, Waldorf, or Windsor? Anybody have an answer? Because I don't. Paige says Sinclair, question mark.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, let's go with Sinclair.
That's
correct. All right, which of Laura Jean's crushes does she end up with into All the Boys I've Loved Before? Josh Sanderson, John Ambrose McLaren, Peter Kravinsky, or Lucas Kraft, whatever. Peter Kravinsky. Correct. The narrator of Every Day refers to themselves by what letter? A, B, Q, or Z?
Every Day?
Yeah, by David Levithan. I can't remember what letter they went by. They go by a letter because they're neither male nor female. They hop from one body to another. They wake up as a different person each day. So they just go by a letter. And I'm guessing A.
What do y'all think?
Q sounds familiar. Okay. Q. No, it was A.
Oh!
Which author team writes the Illuminae series? David Leviathan and Rachel Cohen? Nope. No. Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff?
Yes.
Yep. That is correct.
It says Q. It is A.
Which district is Katniss Everdeen's home? District 2?
12. 13's where they...
I was thinking District 12. Yeah, there's District 2, 10, 12, or 13.
12.
District 12 is correct.
13's the secret district.
Fill in the blanks. Tomi Adeyemi wrote The Children of Blood and Bone. Correct.
And Vice and Virtue. And I don't remember the newer one.
Wow, super impressive. We got 22 out of 25 correct. Yay! Look at us go. Woo!
All right, Mel, I think it's also
bibliologist level expertise.
We're so brilliant. I might have to tap out too because I'm getting really tired.
Oh, okay.
I know, I'm sorry. But my brain is starting to fail.
I did quiz it a lot. There was a lot of thinking involved in this one, and not a lot of drinking.
I know. Next time, hopefully, my all my stuff will be figured out.
Yeah. Hopefully there'll be more drinking and less thinking.
I know.
But we
it
might
was fun.
do
This
another
was so much
quiz.
fun. Huh?
I said, but we might still do another quiz.
Oh, for sure.
Just with every question wrong shot.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that would
That'd
be
be a terrible
horrible.
idea. Maybe every question right shot.
Oh
That
my
might be
God, that sounds
safer.
so frightening.
Oh my
gosh,
goodness.
this was such a blast on him. Thank you for doing the trivia, even though that Gigglesworth or Wigglesworth was really hard. It was still fun. Like, it was still so much fun.
I had a lot of fun. I always have fun with all of you guys. Oh my gosh, if I had done that earlier, we would have all be sloshed.
Oh my gosh, seriously.
Wigglesworth and whiskey.
Yes, that's his next book. It's a drinking game.
Well, thank you
Drinking
everybody
trivia
for hanging out with us. I hope that you have enjoyed the readathon so far, and you can successfully complete your bingo board, whether it be with one bingo or all the bingos, before the end of the month. And thanks again for hanging out. And not too long before you have to wait for the announcements for the next round. Already hard at work.
I can't wait because I've gotten sneak peeks, and it looks like it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it only took me forever to do that. I can't hear because I'm muted in the library, but thank you for the quiz. Thank you for joining, Paige. There you go. We love you. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Give us a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to Amy, go do that. And Amanda, go do that. They're linked down in the description below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.